DDR5 RAM. My only
Mm-hmm.
one.
What up, everybody?
Oh man, dude,
We're
there
good.
was
We're
one
going
guy who
into
was like
the
making
circle. I
videos,
see
I
everyone
forgot
in
who
there.
it was. He's like 2027, they'll return to normal. I'm like, I hope you're right. I hope so. But yeah, this encoder's fucking. Yeah, I'm gonna stop the 9x16 streams until I can figure it out. Because right now all they're seeing is.
Let me throw up a
super
X and Guild real quick. There you go.
Nonsensical
You guys got a
fucking
group
video.
going on.
Alex Anonymous, and now they're
Who
worth
wants
about
to watch that?
$300. He's even admitted in writing that he scams his own fans.
And looking like a damn gnome. But another thing Daniel Muhammad Abdullah Kim is well known for is for starting projects and then abandoning them, or well, actually starting projects and then jumping ship once he crashes and burns the whole thing down. It happened with Mom's Basement or whatever that podcast.
Oh yeah, he had that weird podcast that was on Spotify for a while. Jay is here. Where's Jay? I didn't see him.
Was called
Mom's Basement final episode. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while.
Listen, put edibles in a veal sandwich. Did you actually do that?
Wait, the show isn't ending. They're just leaving Spotify.
I remember people when they would take mushrooms, they'd make a pizza and put mushrooms on the pizza. I've never tried mushrooms. I don't have an interest.
Essentially say it was a mutual decision. They got fired.
Nope.
That's awesome.
Definitely not.
Between them and the company being too exclusive, bro, it's a free platform. It's not exclusive.
Damn, he was fatter back then, Ethan.
Well, maybe. No hard.
He went on the Zionist diet. Lost a bunch of weight that way. Good for him.
Feelings on either side. It's just.
What up, Prime?
Yeah,
How you doing, buddy? I see you there.
Business, right?
Don't think I don't see you there. I definitely do.
AKA, they're like, we're not paying you.
Right.
It also happened with the Keemstar show.
Stop! It was 3 days after. 3 days. It was 3 days.
Well,
but that's not her.
Because Keemstar is expecting, like, peak drama alert numbers. You're not like, dude, no. At least with that format, you're not going to get that.
To decide. Exactly. Brantley.
Jesus, why the fuck is she screaming?
Brantley. Good lord. Oh god.
I know, but we're friends, but you're trashing me. What are you talking about?
We're friends, right?
And you trashed me.
We apologize. And you even said that we're friends. You even said that we're
What I'm ignoring you. I'm ignoring you. But you're trashing me. Shut up. I'm ignoring you. Shut up. Get out of my face. Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, what an
Yeah, I wonder why the show failed.
absolute
Who was this guy? I remember this whole drama back in the day.
shit show that seemed to be. But I am 100% sure that it wasn't as much of a shit show as Keemstar's next brilliant.
Well, Keemstar was like peak, I would say, during 2016 with Drama Alert. It was during the Leafy era. Not that he wasn't doing well before that, but I'm just saying that was when like Drama Alert was. Remember he made that stupid fucking video like naked in the woods or something like that. It was a music video and it got like 20 million views. It was a different time.
Project would be. You see, 2 years ago on November.
Yeah, what the fuck is a salvo pancake? Remember Leafy, and he used to play, I forgot, it was like a mod for CSGO, right? Where you go slide up and down those stupid fucking ladders. Yeah, Jay, I heard about what happened with Jostler. Yeah. The why am I still getting hate days?
th of 2023, the first.
That's when he came out and he was all butthurt. He was getting hate because Leafy, in which Leafy did admit in the end he was lying. Remember that? Why am I still getting hate? Because you're fucking Keemstar. Hey, that's why, dude. I know what you could be like.
Ever episode of LOL Cow Live.
Oh, what happened? Remember that guy, Def Noodles? He was like, everyone was talking about him for 48 hours. Remember he was trying to be a comedian. It was like the least funny shit maybe I've ever seen. Remember that? What the fuck is Deaf Noodles? I have to actually check that now. I'm actually genuinely curious. Listen, Jay is here to admire my breasts. Mask off Deaf Noodles. Okay.
Hi, folks. Welcome back to
Wait, this is the same dude? This is the same. Wait, mask off with Deaf Noodles. What the fuck? Oh, wait, he's a right-winger now, too? Oh. Oh, he really, of course he is. He's... Why is every failed comedian a right-winger? Why do they always do this? Why did he transition into Smash JT? That is true, too. And it's not working. My political videos underperform and they do better than this. And I don't even have 100K. Oh, he's back. Thank God.
Hi, folks. It's been a while. This channel's been through a lot.
I know this is a very ADHD moment, but this led me down this fucking rabbit hole.
So have I. I wasn't really sure if I'd ever post on here again, but lately I've been thinking, maybe there's still something worth saying. I started this channel back in 2018 doing reaction content, comedy, depending on who you ask, and commentary. Then it evolved into news, internet drama, satire. It got big, bigger than I ever imagined. Then it got messy. Then it got even bigger. And then it became kind of a headache. Eventually, I stepped away to build something that matters more to me. Something that brought my ideas into focus. And in the meantime...
Why does all of a sudden he sound like this, eh? He sounds like a fucking gangster from the 30s. Listen, perform on my asshole and...
Listen, perform on my asshole and fuck my tits.
I gotta play something for you. I don't even know what to play, though. I could play a little bit of this. Hold on. I'll play this banger for you. Dude, why does it not... Stanley, I think some of you know who I'm gonna play.
Suck your nipples. Suck your nipples. Well, I'm farting.
This song is YouTube approved.
Suck your nipples.
Had a problem with the back. Juicy Booch.
My ass. Well, I'm farting. Well, I'm farting. Please believe me. Suck your nipples. Suck your nipples. Well, I'm farting. Well, I'm farting. Suck your nipples. Suck your nipples. Well, I'm farting. Well, I'm farting. Fart in your face. Suck your nipples. Suck your nipples.
Listen, this is the best. Here, I'll add the farts too.
Suck your nipples.
Oh God.
Suck your nipples. Well, I'm farting.
MJ who donated $68.
Please believe me. Suck your nipples. Suck your nipples. Well, I'm farting.
Listen.
Well, I'm farting. Suck your nipples.
Cry to Stanley Kendall Techno.
Well, I'm farting. Well, I'm farting. Fart in your face. Suck your nipples. Suck your nipples.
Alright, I'm not playing the whole thing. Anyway, what the fuck happened? Like, dude, look at his old content a second, okay? Mask off with Deaf Noodles.
Hi, folks. Welcome back.
Let's go to his old... Oh my God. He's like totally... The feminazi.
I saw golden buns all night.
Juicy Booch, you son
Juicy
of a
Bo
bitch.
OCH donated $49.99
Listen,
through Super Chat.
I'm gonna be
Never
shirtless
sweat
the rest.
emoji.
I'm gonna be shirtless the rest of the night. Let's go. So let's go to his old content. Thank you, Juicy Booch. My nipples. You're gonna have to turn the air on. It's literally blowing on my left nipple, Juicy Booch. The left nipple, not the right one, the left one. Yeah, this is like, what the hell is he doing? Not here. But why did he age like 15 years in a year? Because even if you look, it wasn't that long ago. Like, let's go to Popular. That's a while ago, though. Maybe it was 4 years ago? Whatever. I'm really giving way too much of a fuck. But
It's the last day of the week, but the train wreck got the...
oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay, maybe you made a good decision. Yeah, this is when...
Oh, fuck, watch out, sorry. For some reason it didn't work 2 seconds ago. I was wondering what the fuck was going on.
This is when he was like peak internet notoriety. He was talking about Jeffree Star, too.
To get splash.
And now he's fucking...
fire.
He's pretty fucking loud. I'll fix that.
Fucking set your whole shit up and blaze.
Juicy Booch being extra fucking juicy tonight.
Hey, yo, let's stay juicy.
So
here
now
you go. Come. Yeah, here you go. You want to touch something? Here, touch two barrels right up your ass.
They want your grifting political takes back. You're a little late to the party, dude. YouTube is silencing you. No, you're just fucking boring.
And like a copy
silencing you.
Cannons to go after it.
And no one came here.
Nice job.
They came here because you were a shitty comedian who gave shitty.
Oh my god.
Takes, not
The whale's still going after you.
Generic right-wing talking point takes. Talking point hacks. What the fuck was I saying? Let me see. Of course, they're silencing you.
I'm shadow banned on YouTube. And that would certainly be a huge problem if I still depended on the platform financially. But thank God that I don't.
What is this? Please, One News America Network, hire me?
I thought we killed him. Holy shit. Yo, 9,240 whale right off of your side.
That YouTube is once again silencing different voices. Now, for those
Oh god.
Dude, as a person.
Alright, well this whale keeps fucking trying to kill you. There you go. Now it's dead. It dumped the whole lot on it.
It's this one because minus this year,
Alright.
every other year I've lost like 3,000 to 4,000 subs on this channel, even when Review Tech USA was still around and relevant. But you're coming on here, but my content still is in line to a degree, even politically, is in line.
Where are we at? Where are we at? We're up over there? Alright.
You weren't about any of this.
Let's
shit,
roll.
So it's like surprise butt sex to people. And you don't even look like the same human.
It ran away. Like a
who the hell are
bitch.
you? It looks like who did fucking Def Noodles sell the channel to?
Followed my journey, you know that around 2022 I started distancing myself from the left.
You look like you're trying to fill the void for Charlie Kirk like that other fucking dork did. Remember him?
Is that him? Okay.
It coincided with me opening my comedy club, breaking away from, you know, your typical leftist orthodoxies, doing edgier jokes, and refusing to constantly self-flagellate as
In Color Me Shocked, the guy who is not good at being a comedian
Boom.
is right wing.
What?
No way.
So-called white passing male. My skin tone always outweighed my Latino background in the eyes of the left, and I just got tired of it. I got tired of acquiescing to every demand, constantly readjusting for the endless pronouns and every new expectation from the trans and the LGBT.
That's the one that ran away. I ain't
So
getting
now you're gonna
anything
do
out of
the
that.
Thing when it's basically dead. Good job. when did you?
Damn.
2 months ago. Holy shit.
8064 L donated $5 through Super Chat. YouTube is silencing me, yet I'm still posting videos on YouTube.
Well, because what did he expect to get? 500,000 views. Like, oh my God, he's back doing content that had nothing to do with anything he ever did before. You can resuscitate the channel.
What are we doing?
Like I was so, oh my God, I deleted a bunch of videos back in 2015. Yeah, it's over a decade later, Phil. But this guy is like, you know, it's like me starting to do stamp collections here. The fuck did that come from? It doesn't even look like the same human.
It made sense to me or to my faith. At the time, I wasn't comfortable speaking publicly about my faith, but I've always been a person of great faith. I literally worked for the Catholic Church for 3 to 4 years when I lived in New York back in 2013 and 2016. Now, at one point, because my empathy was weaponized against me, I felt I had to accept things that I knew were wrong. But especially during
Oh, God.
the pandemic, watching people like, you know, the church.
Let me show you his comedy. This is why he went this route. Here it is. Oh, yeah. See, he was getting covered by fucking Critical and shit, dude. Def Noodle's comedy event. Where is it at?
We would ice our golden buns all night.
Yeah, exactly.
At once 2 cents donated $10
Exactly.
in the super chat. Silencing different voices equals I say hate-filled shit that no one likes, so no one watches me. Or YouTube sees this and limits my views instead of seeing me, which I should be grateful for, but I whine while uploading on it.
Yeah, and what it is that he got infamous because of we're gonna watch this Too Lazy to Try video.
At Nub
Thank you once.
7907 donated $4.99 through super chat. You can't give these guys an audience when they try to switch back towards the left.
Oh, they're already trying. They're already trying.
Then try to switch.
They're already fucking trying, or not necessarily towards the left. It's like they're trying the enlightened centrist thing, just in case the fascism actually wins out. Oh, no, I was totally down with Trump, dude. I have a gold statue with an erect cock that I suck on right in my front lawn. So, anyway, so let's watch this from Too Lazy to Try. I love this guy's videos. I'm actually so to his Patreon.
Scene, and I feel like the more I watch it back, the worse.
This is a much different time for him, but here.
Alright, so Def Noodles, this guy is just something else. I cannot believe what I just witnessed. I think I'm still trying to recover from it. This was honestly one of the more embarrassing things I've ever seen. And I feel like the more I watch it back, the worse it gets. And I think the only explanation here is Def Noodles has some kind of humiliation fetish. I don't know why he put himself through this. Like, this was his big moment.
But why I'm showing this to you, if you're kind of scratching, like, dude, what the fuck? Who cares? No, you'll understand why he went the route he did. I'm just bringing you over to what happened.
This was his time to shine and prove all the haters.
This is the villain origin story for a villain no one gives a fuck about.
Wrong, and finally show people that he's a real comedian and he's funny, and he just completely bombed. And that word doesn't even do it justice. He makes Brendan Schaub look like the greatest comedian of all time. And I'm not joking. I wish I was exaggerating here. It's like getting sad at this point. I've never seen someone try so hard to be something and just fail.
I want to see the original vid. There's so much, but this is, I'm sure he does good synopsises, so
miserably. The man is just not funny. He does not have it. And it's crazy that he brags about all the roast battles that he was a part of in New York City. And I think he takes improv classes, and he never stops talking about how he's a comedian and how much he loves comedy, but he is just not funny. You go find some random guy in the street, I guarantee you he'll be funnier than Def Noodles. And he's 37, so he's probably been doing this for over 15 years maybe, and oh my god, like, how did he think this was a good idea? Alright, so let's get into the video here, and it starts, oh man, this is just so embarrassing. It starts with this video, like this montage he plays of YouTubers like talking shit about him and his comedy. I guess it's like a hype video for him to walk out to. And I swear, he is just trying to embarrass.
Well, look how awkward. You don't even have to know what's going on yet. Look how awkward. Like, what is even happening here right now? Why does it look like this is a play that's being done by 7th graders?
Need those weapons.
They look so uptight and unnatural.
Himself. I don't know what else could be going on here. Somebody explain to me what is happening.
Jeff Niddles is a bully. You are not a comedian. You will never be a comedian. Jeff says they're a comedian.
Well, he was right about that.
To that he replied, "Go educate yourself at the end of a barrel of a loaded shotgun. When you talk like..."
Yo, is that my computer getting fucking weird, or is that...
I came back here every so often to
No.
experiment. I posted some really random stuff. Some of it I...
Picture here.
GameStar's brand new podcast would finally see the light.
At Tujaras Bay donated $5 through Super Chat. Listen, Rich, I was not notified you were streaming tonight. You
Yeah,
failed
I
hard.
noticed. It's like
In
the
stream, when
people...
you start the stream, lays your golden meaty hole.
The people came later on. Probably because I was also having a back and forth with Rhett and Liar. Let's keep it real, too. But even like I know, like, oh wow, now there's more people here. I guess people got the notification.
Hello, ladies and...
Okay, so it's just this video.
Not so freely or even joke about this. Some people are inherently fragile.
In Jeff Noodle's apology video, I'm literally yelling at the camera because he did not apologize. I'm like, he still hasn't apologized. He's like, oh, it was a joke.
So for you to make stuff like this, I don't know. I don't really.
I remember seeing the unedited thing. It was the worst fucking thing I ever seen. And he's trying to make it out like he's such a... He's like public enemy #1, and people barely gave a fuck about him even when he was at peak relevance.
I don't know. You're just bully at this point.
You want to know what that's? It's not fun.
That's the video.
This is
That's
not
not...
And now, coming to the stage, it's the most hated man on the internet, making grown men cry since March 10th, 1985, America's bad boy, Jeff Noodles!
Wait, is that... We don't have baby oil. That didn't fit in the song, but dicks were in Diddy's hole. Didn't he like to lick cum off of nipples too? If we're just going into everything.
Nipple, nipple, nipple.
Oh my god. I always thought Diddy was a fucking weirdo, even when he was at peak relevancy. When I was in high school. I never thought he was a good rapper, too. Ever. Fucking song. Let's just get the whole fucking stream claimed by fucking Diddy, so I could give him commissary money. What is going?
Game Awards situation. This game, everybody hates this game.
Last night was the Game Awards, and there was a stat that chat was regurgitating that I didn't believe. I thought it was so outlandish they must have escaped from a mental institution and were spewing a bunch of mumbo-jumbo until I checked and verified the authenticity. The claim was that last year's Game Awards had higher viewership than the Super Bowl. And I said, well, that's a bunch of fiddlesticks. No way. Super Bowl had like 120-something million viewers. It was like the most watched Super Bowl ever. No way the Game Awards beat that. Turns out it did. Jeff Keighley hung his hog on the Super Bowl.
Oh my god! I've never even seen this. Holy shit! I mean, it does make perfect sense, though. Here's why it makes perfect sense. The Super Bowl is American-centric, and the Game Awards are universal for anybody who can understand English. And I'm sure they have translated versions. So, no, it makes perfect sense. But, like, oh my god.
Bowl numbers, 154 million global viewers. Now, Super Bowl is an event that mainly only Americans care about. I get that. Game Awards is international. But
it's still crazy. Yeah, it's nuts.
And still, those
Holy
numbers
fuck.
blew my fucking mind. Blew
I
my
didn't know
ass
that.
out.
Wow.
So, it is like a super big deal.
It
and
is.
I watch the Game Awards every year, but had no idea it was this big.
Yeah,
Now
I feel like, I mean, Jeff is the guy, man. He really is.
that I have this knowledge locked away in the old steel trap up here, it makes the Game Awards final reveal from last night even more odd, just peculiar.
Yeah.
Because it is a blunder. That is the most important final reveal. And last night, boy howdy did that one fall flat.
All right.
I think that
All right. Sweet. Yeah. Up I
reveals. Because it's an award show ceremony, I think that the biggest trailers are front-loaded into the event, and the biggest games are actually revealed within about 1/3 of the show beginning, because that's going to create immediate social media buzz and get people to start watching the show while it's still happening. I think they recalibrated it for that reason, because the same thing happened last year. It was like the second trailer or something like that. They announced Elden Ring Night Rain. Like, that's a massive thing to just like throw it out there as the second trailer of the night. And I think that it's very different, right? For example, to like basically like, you know, Summer Games Awards or something like that is very different, because like an award show has like a culminating effect where just a trade show or like a trailer show doesn't have that. So I think that they did this intentionally. And I think that if you logically think about it, it makes sense.
Fortunately. And I know a lot of people have criticized Jeff Keighley, like playfully teasing about how he'll overhype things that don't warrant that level.
Or he'll give Astrobot the Game of the Year award that they didn't deserve because Black Myth Wukong should have got it. It's just fucking retarded. Yeah, but there's that too. Yeah, sure.
Glaze or, you know, anticipation.
Yeah.
Where Jeff Keighley will sometimes, you know, get you like biting your nails, like, holy shit, what's he about to reveal? Because he's hyping it up so much. Like,
and it's like a 2D side scroller.
In my
Really, Ferryman?
decades in the industry, I've never been this excited. This is my honor, my privilege. This is the apotheosis of gaming. I present to you the world premiere for the Poop That Took a P2. As he's starting to get like tears in his
Honestly, I feel like that'd probably be better than High Guard.
eyes for it, and it's like, well,
yeah,
I think you oversold this one a bit, to be honest with you. Though one that people point to is from last year where he revealed Okami. I do not think that's a good example of that, because that is not overhyped. That genuinely is extremely exciting.
So Okami replied to this. This was so fucking funny. So they went and replied to this, and they say, "Is this more to your liking?" So it's the joke about people that don't like video games unless they have a gun or a ball in it. 155 million likes. Unfathomably based. You know what? Maybe I should play Okami. I've never played the game before. I don't even know what it is. Like, I was also a little bit like, what the fuck is this? But now, I think I might be a fan.
Constantly.
Fucking love Okami.
Constantly.
Yeah, whatever.
For the new Okami. But he does
Apparently, all the time.
occasionally. And last
They
night,
oversold the Mega Man thing. I think that the problem is that every guy that's excited about Mega Man is probably
Oh my god, that health
like
bar
11
is
PM.
insane.
He's probably been asleep for an hour at this point.
Take 2 11
for
inches.
the final reveal.
Our final world premiere
here we go.
comes from 61 members
Ted?
of the
Come
team
on.
that built Apex Legends and Titanfall. 4 years ago, the
And
principal...
then everybody, and I think that also it's like a matter of like expectations. I think that, you know, there's an expectation that, oh my God, Titanfall 3, because people even want me to put that on the bingo.
founded a new independent studio with the hopes of pushing the shooter genre forward with a new original game.
If that doesn't put a boner in your trousers, nothing will.
Of course.
You cannot have a more hype introduction than that.
Yeah, you're
right
putting it
there.
on.
Those
Absolutely.
sentences alone could make the Grinch's heart grow 3 sizes. And when I was watching this live, I actually thought for a moment we might be seeing a Titanfall 3 or, at the very least, a spiritual successor to Titanfall. But that's where they get you. Jeff's got you eating out of the palm of his hands right now. You're hook, line, and sinker buying into this delusion. Like, I have said for a long time, we will probably not see a Titanfall 3. Unfortunately, I think
mech games are just too niche. I mean, if From Software was able to do it, but like look at Mecha Break, that game flopped, and I don't feel like there's any other mech game that's really coming out anytime soon. Like there's I think one Gundam game that's going to come out. The problem is like I don't know why. I really don't. I don't understand why, because to me, Mech Warrior, no, it didn't. Mecha Break didn't.
Oh shit!
flop.
Sorry.
The only argument that you could make that Mecha Break didn't flop is because it didn't have enough life into it to flop to begin with. What do you call that?
Thanks for shooting that asshole.
You dick-sucking retard. I think that's a flop. Just shut the fuck up.
is going to kegel on that property forever and never use it for anything ever again because they didn't perform financially well for them. Even though these games are beloved, I don't think we'll
they're beloved by like everybody that grew up playing Mech Warrior. There's like, I don't know, there's like a very, it's just too narrow of an audience, and I'm part of the audience, right? But it's just too narrow, unfortunately. I think that the only mech game that could potentially do well would be like a AAA developed like Gundam game that plays like Armored Core 6. That's it. I mean, I don't know, because just to capitalize on the brand value.
See a new entry into this franchise, but I really was starting to buy into the fantasy here because he's mentioning that a lot of people responsible for those masterpieces have broken off.
Apex
and are now
was
pursuing
crazy
something
good, so good
new together, and you're expecting like maybe it's in a similar vein to Titanfall. You know, Professor Utonium's in the lab and he's putting together all the ingredients of the perfect little shooter.
Yes.
But that wasn't what was on the menu. Instead, what was served up on the plate was a seemingly standard hero shooter. Now, I always have a great time watching the Game Awards this year. I also had a lot of fun watching it.
It's a great show.
I just really don't understand why they would save this game as their final reveal, which is
because it doesn't matter anymore, because the show's pretty much over, so there are people going to stop watching anyway. Who gives a shit? That's the reason. Because they no longer have to keep the attention of the audience. So think about it like this. Of the psychology of how you can keep the engagement of an audience member. So you have the two different graphs. And so...
What did I drop? Oh, jeez.
No, I'm being real. That again, you think about this, right? Think about it and be logical with this. Awards hype. And this is... trailer hype. Why would they release a trailer right here whenever the awards hype is already this high? Because if you're going to min-max, you would logically release and put out your best trailers towards the beginning and then allow the anticipation for the biggest awards to carry the show for the second half. This is just the way, if you want to min-max, this is how you min-max. Like, that's it. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, you just think about this. Yeah, I mean, hype both are stupid. About stupid? Yeah, sure. I mean, like, it's...
Yeah,
I
dude.
don't know. Is this psychological?
I'm on my way back.
What do you... Wait, are you telling me they're trying to
I'm like
market the show?
almost halfway there.
What? No. They don't see it this way, probably?
Damn.
Okay, sure.
They say.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, word.
Definitely. That's 100%. Every big ad
which
spot was put in the
one
first
is
half
mine?
hour. Yeah. I mean, again,
Which one is
that's the reason
mine?
why.
Like always the most important reveal because it's the one that sticks with the viewers the longest, and it's usually reserved for the one that's gonna fucking.
Which one? This one? Oh, I see it.
Grannies.
No.
And having a generic hero shooter be in that place feels
Awesome.
really odd, and a lot of people have been kind of clowning on it for it.
Announcing Concord 2.
Bring in the heat.
Oh, wow. It's going to be $80 when it comes out. Oh, man.
Belongs to me. Forming.
And you can move it through a wall. And that's that thing from Valorant. And it's in this game too. And then, oh, that's in Valorant too.
Siege tower coming in.
What? No way.
It's not the most exciting looking game. It's not going to put you on the edge.
It looks like it's got
It's
generated by
Toluca. Fuck him up.
Your seat there. And it does.
That's a definite hit.
To
Me, I
Concord
think.
when that was
Yeah.
revealed.
Exactly. It's Concord. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's Concord.
Fortunately. And a lot of people have taken to calling this Concord 2, even though the game's not out.
That was me. Yeah. I mean, like, to be fair, other people said it too, but still.
Or anything yet, it does kind of have a lot of similar DNA to it from
It
the
sure does.
look of the gameplay here.
It absolutely
And
does.
it just feels like a game that
Hey,
should have
Monkey,
been
what up?
saved for last as like the big hoorah. This
Yes.
should have just been a game that they show somewhere in the middle or towards the beginning where it's like, hey, this game's
I'll take
also
the
right around
experience.
corner if you want another hero shooter, like if you're really salivating for more hero shooter action.
The fidelity
Here
is
comes
worse than
High
Concord.
Guard.
It doesn't.
Like that makes sense. It just doesn't really compute why they would have this be the final reveal.
Yeah.
I think what would have fit here best actually was the Star Wars KOTOR
Knights of the Old Republic.
game.
Yeah,
They have
exactly.
a new KOTOR coming out called Fate of the Old Republic, and that was extremely hype.
It was a
I
very good trailer too.
think if they had saved Fate of the Old Republic for the final reveal, that would have been a big pop. Something that a ton of people, myself included, cannot wait.
I think that
Yes.
it's very obvious that when you have this many people that are talking about it being disappointing, even if
That was
even if you
not
are
a good time to go
logically
around
and
us.
logistically correct, I think that managing sentiment and
As
managing
a
public opinion
fact.
does matter. And if a lot of people think that
Hello there, Sea Monkey. How you doing? Yo, did you see that? You saw that turn that they just did? There's no way. That was funny as fuck. That was so fucking funny. Yeah, this is how it goes when you roll around in a group. Yep. Bob and weave, more like float. I don't know. I was gonna say, I don't know. Shit. Float and run away. I don't know. Yeah, no, there's a lot of running in this game. You have to like my boat's not. I need to figure out how to make my boat just a little bit more nimbler. But yeah, bob and weave is definitely something that you gotta do. You gotta fucking like float and bounce, like get the fuck out of there sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, man, it's been good. This game's been really fucking good, not gonna lie. There's been ups, there's been downs, but for the most part, this game's been fucking awesome. I'm gonna go north. I see. Let's do it. Let's do it.
the show releases have been letdowns at the end of the show, you probably should at least save something that's kind of exciting for the fans at the end. You should. Now, and maybe if it's not best for the metrics or anything else.
Oh, it's
I
gone.
think it's really important to do that in order to build a degree. Jeff,
We still got the one with the weapons though, right
one of the
there.
reasons why is because people are providing feedback. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Is that, like, I think that I know, like, you know, logically why they're doing it, but I think that they could recalibrate it to
Probably.
at least one really great trailer is at the end. Whether it was like Tomb Raider or whether it was Knights of the Old Republic or something like that.
Now I need to go back.
Float and hope. There you go. I figured it out. There you go.
That is something people
I'm trying to figure out what another one. My homie over here on my chat is the bob and weave, right? I'm like float and hope. I'm trying to think of something that would go with it. Just like
I'd say there's like a degree of
float and hope.
frustration
Yeah,
there.
hope they don't
It's like,
fucking
wow,
hate
there are
you.
All these great guys that have come together to make this piece of shit.
That they'd spread their wings a bit more than just like a hero shooter game. So it's just one of those things that is.
What are you doing,
for
Max?
A final game review.
What's up, buddy?
So I had a great time watching the Game Awards, as I do every
What you
year.
doing over here? What
And
you
I always
doing?
think Jeff Keighley and his team put on a really impressive.
Yeah,
really
buddy.
entertaining show.
Hey,
I think
man,
that,
how
like,
you doing,
logistically,
kitty?
This was the best show they've ever done. Like,
Oh shit!
really, like, I mean,
I'm
watching
playing with
this
my
and then
cat.
Comparing it to the Streamer Awards.
Oop.
Man.
Really appreciate all the hard work that goes into it.
It's
So
such
I
a
will
great
say,
show.
I think this year
Insane.
there is a lesson to be learned in the amount of nominations a game can get.
Mm-hmm.
With the E33 sweep, I do think there maybe needs to be some kind of limitations in place. I said from the second the credits rolled on that game that it was special, and it is in my top 20 favorite games. Of all time. I
Yeah,
think
sorry
it is
about the
a
fire
full-blown,
barrels.
Full fucking chub masterpiece. But that being said, I don't think it should be in every category that it was in.
Ship
Even
is
if it
overweight.
fit into that category like the most.
It's such a hard conversation to have, and it's like.
And it's dead. Let's go.
I think about it. Overall, it's probably better that they go with what Charlie is saying, and this is the reason why.
My cat is adorable.
Is that these award shows are not really for the developers; they're for the fans. We are the real audience of these shows. Like, yes, obviously the developers get to go up there and say thank you for playing the game and everything like that.
That's awesome.
But the reason why all of this is possible and everything is enabled is because of the fans
Oh
that are
my,
watching
you're
the
so
show.
cute.
And I think
He's so
ultimately
adorable.
it does make it kind of boring if you know that it's kind of like a, I don't know, this is like maybe a weird comparison, but it's like whenever video games or like animes have power scaling where it's like one character is so powerful that you just know every single encounter is going
Yo,
to
if
be
you
in their
see in
favor,
the
right?
corner,
It's boring to watch.
little
So, like,
paw,
you say that about Solo
that's
Leveling,
my
for
cat.
example. And
He's
I think this is
like
kind of the same
pawing
thing,
my hand.
where you basically have, you know, like a game that's winning everything. It's winning every single thing. And now
What's
it's, like,
up,
it's not
Max?
exciting
Ow.
to watch the outcome because you know what it already is. And
What
yeah,
up,
maybe
buddy?
that's true. I disagree. If a game is voted it to win, then it deserves to win. I understand, and I understand your point of view, but I do think that deserving
you're
is
fucking
not
adorable
like,
cat.
I don't give a fuck about that. Like, I care about whether it's entertaining or not. Whether
What,
you
Eats
are
Lighthouse,
making a
what?
show that people
What's going
wanna
on?
watch. And that should be
Big
your
fan of Eats
priority number
Lighthouse.
one.
Okay.
And the truth is that if one game wins every award, that makes the show kind of boring. That's it.
Most contentious is the indie game category. While yes, it is by definition an indie game, I do feel like it shouldn't be there to give room to other games.
It shouldn't be an indie game. Video games should only be indie if they're self-published. It's such. I don't understand how. Like, I don't even understand what indie games. I wish they honestly. I wish they would just get rid of the category, or rename the category to something different, like best retro game adaptation or best. Low budget game with a budget of under like, $5 or $10 million or something like
Let's
that.
see how this goes.
Self-published. Yeah, exactly. Best self-published game. Yeah, like best indie game. Like,
Max,
there's
stop doing that.
This has been going on really ever since Baldur's Gate 3. Because Baldur's Gate
Really?
3 was technically, by a lot of industry-defined standards, an indie game. But is it really fair that Baldur's Gate 3 is competing against something that's the equivalent of Mega Bomb?
Where is he?
I don't think so. So there has to be a degree of, like, just kind of common sense involved with this, too.
to shine in that category. Like, it is an unbelievable game. And by being as good as it is and in every category that it was present,
72
it
minutes, I
carried out
can't
a lot
fast
of
travel.
other
Fuck.
extremely impressive games from this year.
That's true.
2025 was genuinely an amazing year for games. There were so many super slappers, absolute bangers out the wazoo, but if you only watched the Game Awards, you would think that it was just Expedition 33, really. And that's a shame. I do think E33 deserves, like, the Game of the Year win.
I think it's that much better than every other game. I actually do. I don't think any of these other games like Hades or Silksong or anything like that, I don't think they're even in the same universe as Expedition 33. They're not. They're not even remotely close. So I think they deserve to win every award. But I just don't think it makes for a good show.
What are you doing,
And
Max?
many of its other wins, because I do think
What are you
that does
doing?
epitomize what the games industry
Fucking
should be about.
weird cat.
A team of passionate creators that all banded together under very unlikely circumstances with a very wild way
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is better as an RPG game. I mean, this is again, this is my personal opinion, right? I don't even think Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is remotely close to as good as Expedition 33. Like, basically, I think that Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is a 9 or an 8 out of 10 game. But if Expedition 33 is a 10, then Kingdom Come is like a 6 or a 7. I don't even think it's remotely close. That's my opinion.
assembling this team of creatives to create something that's really not been done before to the degree in which they did it.
I'm gonna have to see if my cat needs food really quick, everybody. Give me a second. I'll be
And the person head of
back.
Fanfall,
Alright.
a gamer's gamer.
Maximation
That guy,
needs
I've
to be
watched all of his
checked up
interviews,
on real
he is
quick. See if he's like cool.
always singing the praises of the
BRB.
goats that have came before him, and he's not just doing lip service. He
Come on,
knows his
Max.
shit. Like, this is a guy who lives
Let's go,
and
come on.
breathes this medium that
check your
wanted to
food.
do something truly special in it, and I think they succeeded. And it's great to see the reception be as positive as
Absolutely.
it is to their art. I'm very happy for that team, and I think it deserves all of the glaze that it gets.
Absolutely.
But when it comes to the Game Awards, I just think it would have been best if it was reserved for, a handful of the categories that it was nominated in. And I also think that would have been better for Expedition 33 overall as well, because when people who aren't overly familiar with it see it keep winning everything, it makes them tired of it. It makes them soured on E33 as a whole. I saw a comparison drawn by a lot of people about, like, the Patriots when they were on their dynasty run winning everything. People fucking hated the Patriots because they were so good.
I could offer a counterexample that I thought that everybody, whenever Lord of the Rings won all of the Oscar nominations, and it just totally clean sweeped like every fucking award show for like the 3 years that it was happening. I don't think a lot of people really complained about that either. So like, but I think again, it really, there's a much larger hater economy now than there was then.
Expedition 33 is having a similar phenomenon.
would
It
say.
won so much, people now just hate it by default. Like, they don't want to engage with it anymore. They'd rather spit and shit on it and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I just overall feel like less is more in this case, where it'd be in its strongest categories, like voice acting, narrative, music, and game of the year, that kind of thing,
Sure.
as opposed to, like, 13 categories. Because it is a lot, and it does unfortunately push out some of the other extremely good games from the year. Like Kingdom Come 2 didn't win anything, when I feel like, by all definitions, it should have won Best RPG of the Year.
If Kingdom Come was going to win something, it should definitely win that. Because like, even though I think that like overall, like Expedition 33 is just infinitely better than Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, like that's my opinion, I do think that playing the role of Henry is much more of a role-playing game in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 than you're playing in, like, let's say, Expedition 33. Like, you really, like, you've got to deal with all kinds of, like, annoying bullshit doing that, right? So, yeah.
It's just, I love
It's more
Expedition
immersive,
33,
exactly.
and I'm super happy to see it do so well. But for the awards here, I would really have liked to be able to celebrate some of the other great games that also came out this year. Like I said, this was an extraordinary year for banger titles releasing, especially in the indie category. So many good indie games came out this year. But anyway, I'll stop yapping about it. That's really about it. See ya.
Well, there it is. I kind of agree. I do. And you could really define Expedition 33 as an RPG, though. Yeah, you could define it as an RPG. What are we talking about?
All right,
like,
we're
yeah,
back.
Obviously, you can define it like that. And so, yeah, I
You gave
think
him
this
some
is
food.
definitely true. And
Might as well
overall,
give
I
him
love how you're
food.
using an address of
Alright.
Content Creator of the Year.
Let's get
Yeah,
back to
true,
it.
Actually, that is pretty fucking funny. Here, I'll link you guys the video. I do agree with this, and I do think that, like, with how many people who are unhappy about like the predictable nature of one game winning every award, I think that at a certain point, the award ceremony is made for the fans. It's made for the fans. It's made to make people feel good about, you know, like the games they're playing, etc. And I do think that it's boring to watch the same game win.
We got another Imperial Legend up here.
It is. It's boring to watch. So, I mean, again, now it doesn't mean that they
East
I
of
think it
Neves.
deserved
Neves.
every single fucking award that it got. I think it probably
Neves.
deserved more. That being said, I also don't think
There's
that's
one by you
entertaining for people
guys.
to watch.
So I'm gonna go
Yeah, it's
down
boring.
there.
Exactly.
Hopefully, I
It's
don't.
just simply boring.
How much health
So,
is there?
it's deserved though. Yeah, I totally agree. That's how awards work. Well,
Okay,
why is it boring though? Because people can anticipate the outcome. And when you can anticipate the outcome for something where the outcome of it is supposed to be suspenseful, then it loses its appeal because you aren't having any suspense. Duh. Of course. So, like, yeah, obviously. You always have the suspense. Interesting. Yeah, exactly. I mean, sure. Wasn't it fan voted? It was partially fan voted, but it was primarily not fan voted. So, yeah, that's really it. It happens rarely, though. I don't mind it happening in the case and like this and making some Twitter weirdos mad. Sure, it's kind of fresh for this to happen, though. We won't have another game win multiple awards anytime soon. Well, I think that Baldur's Gate 3 swept back whenever it came out. And I think also it will probably happen again. Like, the odds are that now we're probably going to see more games that are like that because it's kind of like a proof of concept for other studios to be able to take that approach. Yeah, GTA 6. Imagine whenever GTA 6 comes out, it's going to win
Pirate
probably 20
Squadron,
awards, right? And so
weapons.
it's boring for those that don't like the game. Yeah, and those that wanted to win.
That
awards,
other
no matter
legend's
what,
going
maybe
a
less
little
excited, but
bit.
still excited at the end of the day. The
Or
collective
they're on.
that wanted others to win is still
I
bigger
wanna
than those
go.
that wanted Expedition 33 to win. Yeah, I mean, and again, like I think again, it is the Expedition 33 is the best game this year, and I don't even think anything else is even remotely close. It's just not. Like,
I wonder how other people think about Expedition 33. How that is.
I haven't seen leftist crash outs this funny for a very, very long time. This time targeting Caleb Hammer. Caleb Hammer is a finance YouTuber that essentially does audits of poor people. Tells them how their
Games that are coming out, Game Awards, or the
Now, the funny thing is,
the game, whatever the fucking show was recently like done, and a bunch of the games that got awards, it was basically like a couple of them swept. So one of them was Expedition 33. So. Yeah. It's like it's somebody that just watched other people play it, and it's just not interesting enough for me to play it. Never those types of games. The RPGs where you're just standing there and you gotta click and whatnot. I'm good on that. I don't usually play games like that. I'm more of an MMO person, or yeah, well, really just MMO RPG person. RPGs are great. I'm about to do that. What up, Max? Is that a happy cat? Yeah, you look like a happy. Yeah, he just wants snacks. What? What? My cat's like trying to say something. I don't know what the fuck he's trying to say. Wish I knew what you were saying. I can tell you. Shut up. And cat. Oh boy, it's coming right over here. And the one with the weapons is right there too. What are you doing, Max? Thought we had an agreement that you don't do that. There's the one that is carrying the weapons. Oh, great. Really want to, like, attack it? But the other one is right there. It's dragon. Hey, buddy. No, you're not hungry. So what do you want? You want snacks. I knew you want snacks. You little shit. I want to fight the cursed doubloon so bad. But the dragon's right. Where'd it go? Went back that way. Alright, let's watch this.
Wing, if I had to guess, I think fiscally he's more right wing. I think socially he's probably more left wing. That's the vibe I got. But they are harassing him,
I actually like
blasting him. Honestly,
Caleb Hammer's takes on people's finances and their idea and this gambling.
for being a gigantic group of baby losers like this guy, because he'll get some leftists on that. Oh no, we need communism, we need socialism.
You're slightly
so
smart
it's all the government's
and
fault.
pretty educated.
Bro, this is literally all of your decisions. Like, for example,
Sorry if you guys hear me talking, I'm just rambling so I don't keep dead air on my stream.
About our financial
Motherfucker!
situation, it always boils down to it would be better if you had a job and an income, and I feel like you could do more. Like, you know, you sleep in a lot, and I'm cooking, cleaning, taking care of the animals, watering the plants.
I water my plants. You don't water my plants.
So she does nothing. She does nothing. She waters her own plants, contributes absolutely zero to the relationship. Nothing, absolutely nothing to the relationship.
Caleb Hammer.
Meanwhile, her boyfriend
He's a auditor,
works,
financial
does
auditor.
everything. She doesn't have a job. She's useless, and she's crying that she's broke and society's not fair to her.
Yep.
All her mental illnesses. So this basically just said, "Wow, leftoids, you guys are fucking retarded." That's essentially what happened. Like, this just proves that the leftoids are pathetic, and they should actually just get jobs.
I still like contribute in every area on top of working. I am worried that you're taking advantage of me a little bit, you know?
You never said that before.
I've been trying to communicate, you know, like, hey, you could put in more effort. There's definitely an imbalance. Like, I'm kind of doing everything and you're not even working.
Pretty much.
This isn't couples therapy, but in settings similar to this in couples therapy, that's where the real thing comes out. That people hold back from wanting to stay in person because they don't want to start an argument at home. What do you...
And the reality is, it's stuff like
Where the
this,
fuck did it go?
essentially,
Oh,
that makes the left
it went down that way.
absolutely pathetic. Here you have nose ring Karen extraordinaire who refused to do literally anything in life. Literally refuses to do anything. Doesn't have children. Doesn't raise that family.
Boring really
clean the
quick.
house. She's literally a parasite, and she blames society when it's completely her fault. So no one's done a better job at exposing leftists like this hyper non-political show that just shows that most of leftist complaining is just absolute feminized baby bullshit. And it's amazing. So now they're all trying to cancel.
But his like takes are pretty good
Not really a fan
on
of
things.
slowly drifting to the right. Caleb has undoubtedly helped many people with their finances to get to the show and help bring attention to the poor financial decisions and help teach people about financial.
I'm not gonna be able to rattle off shit from the top of my head.
Clearly soft launching a rightward grift that's so inauthentic in my opinion. What do you think of it? Caleb says, I've done 3 things. Called out scam accounts, pointed towards economic policies that don't work in countries, only statistics, and said repeat violent criminals should be away from the general public. If you're considering this grift to the right, you might be an extremist. The reality, however, is not
Pretty much.
The reality, however, hot take, really, really hot take.
That's crazy to even think them say almost.
It's not the radical left. It's not the
To even think someone said almost once.
The classic left is a brainwashed, bumbling pile of slop. All right? So they are going to immediately call everyone that's, I don't know, financially responsible, that's a right-wing grift. If you want criminals to not be able to rape and murder people, well, that's a right-wing grift. If you point out different countries that have economic problems, coincidentally, all of those countries happen to have mass immigration. So you must be doing a right-wing grift, because it's all the countries with mass immigration ruin everything. Now, I'm going to tell you an incredibly hot take. This is going to destroy your mind. You know, if you deported all the illegal aliens, the job market would be better, the housing market would be better, traffic would be better, the healthcare situation would be better, lines in grocery stores would be better, lines in hospitals would be better. All forms of life would be better. In fact, school grades
Why
would
isn't
go
my
up
shift
average
working?
grade. Crime would go down. So, you know, I'm not trying to be racist here or anything, or xenophobic, as they like to say, but
Why aren't my mortars
drastically help the country.
popping up?
It's not, it shouldn't even be a right-wing opinion. It is now, because the left is a
Well, Dragon didn't like that thing.
feminized, emotional pile of shit. So anyway, that's my hot take. So this guy tweets, we live in an era where they're trying to normalize Islamism, Nazism, and communism rejected. All right, it's a pretty basic tweet. All right, pretty basic stuff. All right, whatever. So this guy with a communist flag, a trans flag, and a Palestine flag in his profile says, I think communism is something we should normalize. We should normalize communism. That's right. You thought Nazism killed a lot of people? Communism killed more people than Nazism. But absolutely, we should normalize all of this. Yes, yes, yes. Transgender, she, her, bisexual, 17-year-old, communist, far left, atheist, Swedish, LGBTQIAA+ activist.
Sharp, watch yourself.
Guys, very cool.
There you go.
Wow. Insane. So
Perfect.
Caleb Hammer says no, because if you look at this very, very obvious graph, people fucking die under communism. I know, this is pretty hot. This is a crazy hot take. I know. Isn't this a crazy hot take? People die under communism way younger. So this is a pretty honest opinion, right? Because realistically, communism is an inherently violent ideology that cannot actually survive. It cannot actually, it's not feasible. It's not a feasible ideology. This is the reality, for the record. A lot of you are unaware of how this works, but in order for communism to exist, no one is incentivized to work because everyone gets equal shit. And you need some sort of government oversight to control everything, and it basically always props up a dictatorship, and it also means just killing the old people, because why should you actually give them anything extra? Communism means everyone gets equal, so why should the old people get extra help? And essentially, the life expectancy drop-off is drastic. This line is the end of communism, and look at how Bulgaria, Hungary, Romania, Poland, and Czechia actually completely skyrocketed. Average age increased by 10 years just by ending communism. Isn't that crazy? So the reality is, communism is terrible because it kills people. That's his take. Shit, I lost the follow-up. Damn it. There's a follow-up to this. Bro, I can't find it. Nope. No! Alright, whatever. So anyone basically called him out for this one, saying, wow, you must be a radical right-wing guy if you're anti-communist. Whatever. Anyway, so it gets even funnier. So this is a video in Europe about how all these different European retards were destroying their nuclear power plants. Alright, so this is a perfectly functioning nuclear power plant, and they destroy it. And he's like, yeah, we're saving the environment. We're saving the environment, guys. We're the goats. We're the goats of environmentalist retards.
Hello,
Amazing, you're 39 streams in a row, my boy. Let's go. Hell yeah. I believe that is the longest stream streak so far. Alright, I'm moving off of them.
They're just importing people from third world countries, and Europe is slowly dying. So this is essentially what he's saying: reverse civilization, and
You missed me.
blasting him How could you possibly say that?
Hell yeah, dude.
Immigration, you're pro-nuclear war.
Let's give you a.
Right-wing guy. Now, this is a good behavior. And allegedly
Remember that.
another boy.
You just had to kill a clown in the backyard, alright?
Is this not the most insane thing you've ever seen? I don't know what's up. So he's like, what are we doing? Essentially, maybe we shouldn't be releasing violent criminals. Maybe we actually
Celebrate that celebration. That's hella high.
Murderers and stuff. Maybe they should stay in the hole and they shouldn't be in public. And people are attacking him. Did you not read it? He behaved good, bro. And they're harassing him. Wow. You're
man.
right. FBI, open up! Guy. Blind form to our communist retardation. Oh my god. So essentially, that's why he's considered a radical right-wing guy. So this Caleb Hammer is one of the most
Yeah, I fucking believe it.
figures in America right now. Isn't that amazing? This is the leftist talking points.
Where
you know why
is this motherfucker?
Because he's telling you that you actually can get a job and can get yourself out of debt.
Let's
and it's not the government's
fucking
fault.
go.
It's not the fascists. And it's literally because you made terrible
Boom.
lives.
Right in his ass.
Degenerate. That's basically what he tells you. But apparently that makes you the most socially corrosive person online. The majority of people are such cattle, they don't even realize that Caleb Hammer's content is grooming them.
Oh goddamn Ed! Doug, I thought you were I thought admins don't get not admins. I thought mods don't get ads. Are you a mod?
So this guy's saying that you're being groomed by
Oh, drop barrels. Watch yourself over there, ferryman. Oh shit, your ferryman's gonna not like me.
I'm grooming you. True. Objectively true. He's grooming people into actually deciding to...
Wait, you got commercials on? Oh, you're on the Twitch side. That's why.
Actual Justice Warrior responds, and I think this is completely correct. Caleb Hammer becoming enemy #1 of the left because his show inadvertently reveals what everyone who knows broke people actually sees daily. That they very often make poor choices, have victim complexes, low impulse control is legitimately hilarious. The reality of the matter is, the reason why everyone hates him is because he is revealing on a massive stage, not for political reasons, just for financial reasons.
Oh shit.
Leftists are retarded and terrible at making life decisions and terrible of acknowledging that the victim complex narrative is bullshit and they have low impulse control buying whatever fucking furry bullshit is happening in the world. So the reality, the truth nuke, is that Caleb Hammer is doing a fantastic job by showing people that they're making terrible life decisions. He's just basically completely exposing the left. I mean, he's not only having leftists on his show, right? The answer is he almost only is having leftists on his show because a conservative guy is like, you know what? I'm gonna get a fucking job and actually make a living. I know, it's pretty crazy to even consider that, but that's where we're at. So, Sydney Watson just made a video. The leftists absolutely hate Caleb Hammer. I think this is hilarious. This entire topic is just absolutely incredible. It's like all the...
Alright, gotta get back to work, yeah. When's my prime? Alright, alright. Have a good one, Doug. It was good seeing you. Thanks for hanging out.
And, like, bro, that person, you're retarded. No. You have one mental illness, that you're retarded. All right, get the hell out of here, bro. So anyway, let's watch leftists crashing out on this guy.
I appreciate that.
This dude looks septum piercing every single fucking time. This is welfare queen over here.
All the financial audit channel.
I'll be back later if you're still streaming. Yeah, buddy, I'll be here for a while tonight. Actually, yeah. Oh.
The alt-right pipeline.
Oh my God. That was where? How? Like, wait, how? How did we like collide there? How did we collide? I don't believe it.
Shouldn't actually do any of that. Like, that's the craziest part. They're canceling this guy for telling people how to save money and how to get a job.
Right.
Like, apparently, get a job is a alt-right pipeline ideological fact. Is that not incredible? I think it's incredible.
Channel, I made a video about him and how I thought that
it's just so good. This situation's amazing because it really just teaches us what we know, that the left is just literally a school of crime.
Yo, you guys killing them?
True.
this content was a component of the alt-right pipeline.
Do we ever get to have a break from just objective silliness?
No. No.
Hi, my name is Sydney. Welcome back to hell. Just a quick note, everybody, before we do the video, we are rapidly approaching Christmas and with it all of the shipping deadlines to get product to you before Christmas. So if you would like some of my tea from Lions Tea Exchange for yourself or for a loved one, please make sure that you place your orders before December 12th. I mean, we could probably push it to December 15th, but 12th I'm happy with because that gives me time to pack and ship everything. So now would be the time to place orders for Christmas gifts.
Nice.
Or just if you generally want to drink some tea. Of course, this year we have a much bigger wooden gift box which has the removable divider. Should go back a multitude of reasons. I am
Good
perpetually
job.
fascinated when classical liberals or centrists are referred to as right-wing.
Dude, I love because the left is so far left right now. The left is so far left that even
I needed that wood.
are considered alt-right because they tell you to get a job.
Simply because they're not foaming, lunatic, insane people. Sorry to be the bearer of bad tidings, but so many of you are getting gulagged along with us righties when the left gets back into power. I guess unless
Oh, that's so true. It's so true. Like, that's the crazy part.
Nice.
Like, these people, these fucking communists, the purity spiral never ends. Never ends! It's so over.
Of us say 15 prayers to the trans god and then cut off our boot. Anyway, speaking of centrists and classic liberals,
That's right.
fun
The liberty community has been kind of silent these days, but eventually they're going to show up again.
fact, but I have been a casual viewer now for some time of the one and only Caleb Hammer, because I find his delivery quite enjoyable, and I get a perverse sense of satisfaction knowing
I mean, I react to his stuff sometimes. I've made a couple of videos on him. I think it's a great show because, in my opinion, the reason why it's funny is from the social perspective. Like, obviously, listen, guys, I'm gonna hit you with the truth nuke. I'm Jewish. Audible gasp, everyone's freaking out. Yeah, so I know a thing or two about investing and saving my money. It came with my blood. So anyway, I watch this for the social perspective. Like I get actually angry when I see these retards being like, well, I don't have enough money to afford gas, but I had to buy the new set of Labubu dolls. I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Not quite as bad with money as I think I am. I bought $70 worth of sandwich meat this one time from a fancy deli. Don't ask me why.
That's insane!
Yeah, dude, this dude crashes out every time. But I'm gonna hit you with a facto. All right, every single month. All right, I'm gonna give you some free Jew advice. All right, every month when you get your paycheck, take 10% of that and give it to charity. All right, you're not gonna listen. But take 10% of that and invest it. Put it in this fucking stock market. Just put it in the stock market. See what happens. Just put it in the stock market. Put it in the stock market. I know, it's a hot take. Put it in the market, the S&P 500. All right, just 10% of your income every month. That's it. That's it. I guarantee you, you will be a millionaire in 10 years. Okay? Literally. Like, this is the crazy hot take.
If you're not familiar with Caleb Hammer, he is a very well-known and popular YouTuber slash podcaster who runs the show Financial Audit. It basically brings on people who are objectively horrible with money, goes over their finances, and dispenses—
And they're all leftists. Pretty weird, pretty weird.
some pretty normal financial advice. Like, don't buy $70 worth of sandwich meat from a fancy deli.
What have you not f***ed up in life? Have you ever done something successfully?
Most of the people featured on the show are very entitled. They also
They're all
spend—
leftists. They're all leftists. The right-wing people get jobs. I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry. I'm tired of this shit. The right-wing people get jobs. They do. They do. I know. It's crazy. Like, a conservative mindset is, I have to work in this life. God put me here for a reason. Not just to fucking be a couch potato forever. All right? So you go, you make a living, you support a family. Like, this is the classic conservative mindset. The leftoids are actually like, no, actually, why should I work if the government could just give me free things and tax the rich people?
Insanely— and
Oh fuck, there's a giant contingency of pirates coming towards us from behind. We gotta move.
Out, suggesting better ways of doing things.
I would like help building some kind of—
Look at that.
Cool. Astrology's not going to get you there. Resume?
Yeah.
You're just getting fired and leaving everything. What resume?
It's on the map.
I don't know. That's just my goal. It's one of my goals.
energy, man, bro. That's a strong.
They just started showing up, so I don't have
racism for white
zero
women.
idea what direction they're going to.
Goals, okay, I need to make a better resume for myself to
Can
try
I see
to.
your resume?
I don't have it.
Was goal.
They're from Pirates faction.
Medicine retreat and paid for it and couldn't go because it wouldn't work out with her medication. This was
Oh my god.
Retreat.
back in March.
And they're all in like these antidepressants because
They might be going to Thermopylae.
April paid $500 and didn't go.
Yeah.
What is your life? Is this even a financial audit?
Yeah.
I think this is like.
I really did want to go to that though, but then like I obviously didn't do my research, and it does interact with one of my meds, so I was like, no. Well, I wanted to go there and see if I could do if I could get some kind of thing out of it, if I'm able to like process my trauma.
And all of
They all have excuses too. All of them have excuses. Why don't you have a job? Well, I have trauma from 10 years ago. It's like, all right, so get a job. Literally get over it. Sorry, this is life. Like, what the fuck, man? No, I have trauma. I can't do anything. Trauma. Yeah, my TikTok therapist told me that I actually should just, not do anything.
Of this, my darling baby birds, apparently makes Caleb right-wing. And not only right-wing, but Caleb is apparently one of the most socially corrosive figures in America right now.
That's right.
And a groomer, because he shows his audience low-impulse capitalism victims and teaches everyone that the aforementioned victims deserve less.
They do deserve less. This is my hot take, the nuclear take. They actually do deserve less. They actually do deserve less. Because they work less. That's right. That's right. I believe in a very fair society where you fucking get a job, and then you support yourself. And you deserve nothing. That's right. And every penny that you're funded from the government is something that you should be groveling and thanking the working class for, because you don't deserve it.
No, indeed, no. He is merely asking that they don't buy $1,000 worth of mayonnaise and scratchies. What do Americans actually call those? We call them scratchies in Australia. I feel like you guys maybe are a little bit more simple. Maybe like scratch cards, scratch off lotto ticket. What are these named?
I would not know. They're scratch offs, I'm pretty sure, but I don't buy lottery tickets. Because any money that I would be spending on a lottery ticket would get invested in the stock market instead.
Whatever. On the day that I am editing this, Caleb himself tweeted in response to someone calling him an alt-right grifter, writing,
I mean, the right-wing grift is low-key right, though.
Objectively incorrect. Right now, the far left is just insane, and I call out any and all insane people. If it was 2011 right now, I'd be doing the same thing to the Tea Party people burning Obama figurines and freaking out about a tan suit. I don't know what that's in reference to, unfortunately.
Obama wore a tan suit and everyone crashed out about him. How could he wear a tan suit? A president with a tan suit?
And I find this fascinating because Caleb Hammer has said repeatedly that he doesn't really lean in one direction or the other, and part of the reason he keeps going after the left right now, or it seems that way, is...
The funny thing is, he's not going after the left. You have to understand the comedy. The reason why Caleb Hammer's show is diabolical is because he doesn't go after the left. He literally lets poor people come to him so he can audit them and give them advice. Okay? They just happen to all be leftists. That's why it's hilarious. That is the comedy. Because a right-wing guy is not going to take 2 days off work to fly into wherever he is to get a financial audit to go home. The right-wing guy is just going to get a fucking job. That's why this is cinema. Because he's not going after leftists. All of his victims just happen to be leftists. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's like divine comedy.
Because they are objectively insane at present, which I don't think is such a good thing. It makes me wonder if these people are so crazy because they just fundamentally aren't getting enough sleep, which is a shame.
Which is why this video is sponsored by... No, I don't think so. I think that they're inherently crazy because they are abolishing Western values. That's my opinion. I think that these people are anti-Western values. Western civilization is founded on biblical values, and these people hate God. They hate him. Not just they don't believe in him, they hate him. And that is essentially what this entire movement is all about. Everything, every part of the feminism movement is this. Unequivocally and unironically. And that's what it turns them into. Right, there's no purpose to life, there's no need to do anything, no need to honor your parents, in fact, maybe you don't even have a dad, no need to stay married, no need to stay married, no need to have children, abort your children, castrate your children. Like, dude, I'll be real, like, look at this shit. Look at these lesbians. Bro, you see what I'm saying, man? It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. This is the craziest part. This is the absolute craziest part. And that's why everything fails. Because it turns out
Good night.
God gave us a rule set with the Bible, which is what Western civilization is based off, which is what made Western civilization the greatest civilization to ever exist in history. And the craziest part is, these people are doing everything they can to destroy it. These people are following these communist bullshit talking points about how actually the rich don't deserve to have the money that they earned, and in fact, you need to give me all the money that you make. That's right, that's fair. Thou shalt not steal. Ha! You never heard of Karl Marx, Moses. You know? Like that's what these people are thinking. That's the craziest part. That is just the craziest part. It's this hyper-radical, feminized, college grooming society that's fucking with all these people. And turning them into complete and utter failures.
Around March-ish.
Miserable failures.
I think 2025, Caleb even said that he changes his mind as he comes into contact with new information. This caused his trans guest to call him a hypocrite. Because he changes his mind, God, there is no saving these people.
I can fall all over the place because I just try to go with what is true, and I will always change my opinion if there is new information. So I am everywhere. No one knows my politics. I'm a fucking ambiguous. I mean, I see a lot
you're
of...
a hypocrite.
Hypocrite?
Look, first of all, did I not say that they were lesbians? Did I not call them out for being lesbians immediately? Holy shit-a-moly. First of all, correct. They are lesbians. I'm right. Second of all, this is the this is fucking crazy. This is insane. This is insane.
Does the dead fish have a Imperial Bombard on it?
The more information they get is a hypocrite because they go against what they thought before. That is fucking crazy.
Yeah. You say one thing and then you change your mind the next week.
I will always be willing to change.
If you research it and change your opinion, holy shit, dude.
Change my mind if new information comes out, or if I learn new things. You're not willing to change your opinion
New information
if new information
comes out all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's okay to change your opinion.
Bro, they used to think smoking was healthy, and then they figured out that smoking is not healthy. So not everyone that stops smoking is a hypocrite. This is the craziest thing ever. But again, this is the leftoid mind. This is the leftoid mind. And the craziest thing is, objective reality means nothing to the left. All right? Are you too anti-left? No. I'm not anti-left. I'm not anti-left enough. All right? This is the Satan party. All right? Fuck this shit. I'm so tired of this garbage. All right? Like, dude, they think there's infinite genders. There is no objective reality for these people. None.
And then the next week more information comes out and
it's okay to change your opinion. Yes, because you want to be correct, but you're not.
Yeah, like for example, my opinion used to be I don't believe that trans people are like a thing, and I think that transgenderism is a mental illness, but I'm not really going to get involved because it's not really my business. And now my opinion is that transgenderism is a mental illness, and we should actually be fucking calling it out, and we should get involved, and it is my business because it is affecting society, and because they're grooming our children. So my opinion used to be, this is a mental illness, but it's not my business. And now my opinion is, it's a mental illness, and it is my business. All right, I'm really glad. See, my opinion's changed on that regard.
Correct by just sitting there and being like, I'm correct. You're correct when the data, facts, whatever is in your side. What the f are you talking about? Either way, all I'm saying is what I was trying to say is that no one can place me. People have tried to place me, but they're never correct. However, based on this conversation,
the crazy thing, I could list you like so many of my opinions that have changed over time. It's so funny. I could list you so many opinions, and I think that's what makes you a good person. It really is. Someone that actually comes to a conclusion and changes their mind. I could give you a few. When I was younger, I used to think that American gun laws were too out of whack. You know, I thought that there were too many guns, too many people were getting guns, it was too easy to get guns. Right now, I am super pro-gun. I am super pro the Second Amendment. It's crazy. Look at Canada. Canada's a fucking shithole. No guns, but who cares? There's stabbings. It's not like there's less killing because there's no guns. It's not like there's less assaults because there's no guns. It's not like there's less robbery because there's no guns. It's just not done with guns as much. That's one. And two, I want to protect myself. I want to fucking protect myself. Holy shit. So that's another example. I can give you so many examples of what I've changed my minds on over time. And I think that makes sense. That makes more people die from cars than guns. Like, so, you know, like, does that mean we should ban cars? I'm sorry, this is retarded. So, no, I've changed my opinions over time. I have. I absolutely have. And I think that makes perfect sense. The left refuses to because their opinions don't come from themselves. Their opinions also don't come from God. That's the craziest part. They believe in what they believe in because they were told that this is the politically correct thing to believe. It's an actual sheep herd mentality where you have to believe all the things. That's why it's all about purity tests and purity spirals. So Caleb Hammer thinks you should get a job, and they believe in radical communism.
Wait,
So
shit,
they
everyone's
must be
over there
like
fighting?
Are we like getting a picture of what's actually going on? I feel like this is this is the picture that we really should be talking about. The leftoid mind only has a belief system based on what society told them they should believe. If it's two consenting adults, it's okay. It doesn't matter how degenerate, immoral, disgusting it is. If it's two consenting adults, everything is fine. Cut your penises off. Get into these weird fucking orgy relationship cuck shit, and everyone's miserable, dying, and not having children, and depressed, and poor. Yeah. Yep. And then they end up in Caleb Hammer's show, and that's why his show is bad against the left.
Into you two, I probably sound like the most conservative person that has ever existed in the history of this world because you guys are so far gone.
But he has said all of this before, and he's made it very clear that he's all about financial advice and financial thoughts and
Yeah, but caring about finances is a right-wing idea because the left wants it to be a communist utopia where there's no money. Hassan Piker directly said this. He wants money to not exist. He just wants to exist in an infinite, fruitful system, society where everyone has whatever they want. He believes in no borders and no money. And that is what the radical left thinks now, too. Because borders are racist and money is fascist. So essentially, you want an actual fucking Star Trek dystopia. And that's why they show up on his show, miserable.
Opinions and not going on ideological crusades. The dude is just telling people to spend less than they make, not buy stupid crap, and be thoughtful about their finances. This is advice that not too long ago would have just been considered pretty normal. But as I have learned making this video, his extreme left-wing detractors don't care about any of that. And because their ideological center of gravity has shifted, what was once considered moderate is now branded far-right.
It's true. If you're a liberal guy that thinks that transgenderism is a mental illness, then you are a far-right Nazi. Do you understand? Do you understand what we're dealing with? Oh my god, it's crazy. Oh shit. Bro.
Because the Overton window has fallen into the sea, and I don't think it can swim.
Whenever I first saw the Financial Audit channel, I made a video about him and how I thought that his content was like a proponent of the alt-right pipeline. And it was specifically because of the way that he would talk about his guests, like in the thumbnail and in the title. It was so strange. I remember seeing a video of his, and he had like a trans mask guest on the show, and like in the thumbnail he like edited or like highlighted his chest area like in the thumbnail, and then like the title was something like crazy transgender person or whatever. And like
I'll be honest, this nose ring lady is actually correct, because that is a redundancy. You could have just said transgender person. You didn't have to put crazy in there at all. Very good point, nose ring person.
He had color in his hair, and he made the color like really bright on the thumbnail. Like
yeah, to make her look more retarded. Makes sense to me.
It was so strange.
I know we aren't.
Dude, this is crazy. Holy shit. You see, if I would make a video about your channel, I would call it retarded lesbian as a theory about finances.
He had color in his hair, and he made the color like really bright on the thumbnail. Like it was so strange.
I know.
Nose ring theory proven once again.
We aren't talking about dating here, but is this nose ring theory? Why do they always have to have the stretch septum bar and then?
Oh my god, dude! Everyone notices the nose ring theory now. It's crazy. You want to know my opinion? All right, dude. I have way too many opinions. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for society. I wonder sometimes, does my audience rather me not have opinions because they get me in trouble and stuff? All right, let me tell you the opinion. The opinion is, women make themselves beautiful nowadays for purely narcissistic purposes, to get attention from their girlfriends. Women used to make themselves beautiful to attract a male so that they could have a husband that takes care of them, that they have children, and he provides for their family. So it used to be about being beautiful for men. Now it's about basically getting props from the feminist overlords that fucking hate her. and don't actually want her to have a successful, fruitful life, where she basically goes ahead and does not actually have a family or husband. So that's why right now they do piercings in the ugliest possible ways, because right now their society taught them that they should be caring about other things. Instead of caring about what they biologically want, which is a husband to take care of them, they are told that they should actually care about likes on TikTok from other retards. That's my theory.
Say the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. This person...
It went from the male gaze, G-A-Z-E, to the male gaze, G-A-Y-S.
Is basically arguing that because Caleb has meme thumbnails and titles, he's alt-right, which is mad because his thumbnails and titles are mean with relation to all of his guests. He calls all of them names. The dude does not discriminate. Look. And yes, I am currently wearing pajama pants, and it's just because my house is incredibly freaking cold right now because I don't have any heating. Anyway, whether it is right or wrong, and you're welcome to have your own opinions about this.
Heating is gay.
This is just sort of how YouTube is, and,
Dude,
you know,
you obviously need crash out titles and thumbnails. It's such a nothing point. It's literally such a nothing point.
the more extreme the title, the more extreme the thumbnail, the more clicks it's gonna get.
True.
It's just sort of the name of the game, and if you guys don't like that, then you should take that up with the fact that you all love drama so much. I know.
No, literally no one has the right to complain, because anyone that clicks on those videos literally proves them correct.
You do. I see it on my own channel. I make these drama videos, and you kooky little weirdos, you like them. You like watching them.
You're killing me.
I know.
That's insanity.
But this is basically some of the ongoing criticism about this guy, that he goes after women, especially.
Ripping.
Except, like, no, he doesn't.
Going hard.
You're right, he doesn't. Just mostly, because women are worse at finances than men usually. Not every time. Some women are really good at finances, but most aren't.
We got what going up to your
the majority of debt in this country is
Western Lighthouse.
Despite the fact that women weren't able to have loans, you know.
There's one that just popped out. Western is what I'm saying.
Absolutely. Because it's on multiple fronts. One, women buy more shit. Women shop a lot more than men. That's an objective fact. And also, women end up in debt for college degrees more than men, because way more women go to college. So women are getting degrees in underwater butt sex, and they're shocked and surprised when they can't actually pay back their student loans. Literally, this is just literally true. I know, you might not like the reality, but that's literally a fact. Here, I'll even show you what my favorite guy ever had to say. This is what my favorite guy ever had to say about women's finances. All right, this is my favorite ever analysis of women's finances. Brothers, pay attention, all right? Pay attention.
Space King Hate Monger. Excellent question. How would they destroy Space King Hate Monger? Excellent question, Hate Mace. The same way they destroy everything. Commerce.
Commerce!
This is how much, on average, females spend versus males.
True.
Is it any wonder that the greedy money grubbers in charge distort
2, 3. You got 3 down there going south. Oh man. Means.
Which is why we must sell untold lunchboxes and garments.
The greatest ad ever. But yeah, no, women own 2/3 of debt, yet they were only able to take loans 50 years ago. So yes, the reality is women tend to be shittier with money than men. That's just an objective fact, statistic fact. It is an objective fact, okay? So yeah, that's why there are more of them on this channel. And also, more women are leftists. It's so crazy how these things all come hand in hand. Society tells them, go get a degree in retardology. And then in pour the fucking liberal women to get degrees in retardology. I'm telling you, man, and I know people in my personal life. I have family members that were like, yeah, I'm dropping out of law school to get a degree in philosophy. And I was like, no! No! Oh, why would you do this? Bro, but literally, this is a true story. Like, it's crazy. I mean, she's doing well now, thank God. But like, but bro! You know what I mean? So anyway, this is a woman issue, statistically. Sure.
Has absolutely insane, insufferable men on his show as well. But maybe the reason why people
but mostly women, and not because he's sexist, it's because, what do you want me to tell you? It's like, bro, I can't believe it. Why are police arresting black criminals?
Oh, you motherfucker.
Yeah, I can't believe it either. I wonder why.
think that he's hard.
Oh, there's two of them. Three of them here. Motherfucker.
Trying to be racist. Statistically commit more crimes. This isn't racism. This is obvious. Look at the stats, dude. Everyone's just so quick
1,
to jump
2,
on the
3.
racist misogyny train because they're not willing to contend with the fact that
Motherfucker.
are different than one another. If you come from a culture where rape was legal 7 years ago, Somalia, then yeah, you're gonna have more rapists there. Shocker, shocker, bro. 13% of the heretics commit over 50% of the heresy.
Women are just objectively like worse with money.
Okay.
Maybe that's a thing. I'm sure that there's.
It is a thing. It is a thing, Sydney. I'm so glad. I should have let her say that first, and then I wouldn't have been called a misogynist because she said it first. Damn. Oh my god. I should have let her just get away with. Oh, huge L.
Statistics out there that back up that position.
There objectively are. Despite women only being able to take loans for 50 years, women own 2/3 of the debt. That is a fucking crazy statistic, and also completely true.
But I'm not making that claim.
I am.
I'm not saying that. So of course, one of the primary.
Bro, there's this whole meme about girl math. I don't know if any of you are familiar with girl math, but I'll teach you. I literally just did this to my whammon yesterday. Actually, it's pretty funny. Oh, dude, what was it about? I'm trying to remember the context. Oh, dude, I remember. She was like, "Ah, dude, I have to buy this new pot. This is like a really good pot, and it's expensive, but it's 20% off." And I'm like, "Yo, but we literally have like the same size pot. I get that this is a better pot, but like, why should we get that if we have like the same thing?" And she was like, "We'd be saving money by buying it."
Fuck ton more than it looks like.
We would not. We would be losing 80% of the price. Anyway, we bought it, and she loved it, so it was worth it.
Criticisms that I have seen here about him is that he is misogynistic and an incel because he predominantly targets women. I don't know.
Dude, I've been thinking that those Caleb Hammer videos are just
nose ring, bro. How is it every single time? It's every single time.
Really nasty and gross content to be making this whole time, and it comes as no surprise to me that he would step over the line with somebody that he was working with, because frankly, all the videos are over the line. I don't like any of them, and I think
bro, they are literally consenting to go on his show to talk to him about money. They know exactly what they're getting into, man. They know exactly what they're getting into when they go on the show. Oh my god, dude. This
content itself is pretty vile. Like, there is nothing entertaining to me about
don't watch it.
There and
literally fuck your feelings, woman. Get the hell out of here, bro.
Belittling and shaming a person for their financial position.
They don't have to be there.
I think it is so right.
Also nose ring. Not at least it's not the septum piercing, but this is purple hair.
It's been funny that people are just now criticizing Caleb Hammer for being conservative and weird. Were you just willfully ignorant of his thumbnails and titles till this point? Like, are we going to act like he hasn't been pandering to the worst kind of people for years?
Bro, if I would be making a video and put her in the thumbnail, I would title the video, "Gay Retarded Fat Crashes Out Over Rich People Criticizing Poor People." Oh, no. Gay Retarded Fat Supports the Poors. I don't know. I feel like we can come up with something good.
Years perpetuating anti-trans and misogynistic ideas.
The misogynistic idea of women having more debt than men. Anti-trans lies, like the fact that transgender people are mentally unhinged. Yep.
I guess I find all of this a little annoying.
Oh my god, he hates trans people because he keeps having trans people on their show and they keep being crazy. What the fuck? What? No, what? They're like emotionally inconsistent, the trans people that he must specifically get the crazy trans people for his show.
Because it's not as if people don't know what they're signing up for when they decide to go on financial audit. And
true.
I think that this is something that Caleb and his team have actually addressed themselves.
What's your relationship with the pushback for taking advantage of poor people? That tends to be a common criticism I see for you.
First of all, I'm not going to have a conversation with someone who has $1 million in their retirement account and they're crying about how they went to McDonald's once last month. Like, that's not a problem. So no matter what, with the show that we're on, we're going to have people that are just bad with money. And a lot of those people tend to be poor. Now, honestly, some of the most interesting episodes to me, by the way, are people that make over 6 figures and are even more. So it's not only poor people, but it gets so difficult because we've had to balance internally what to do when it comes to the reimbursement part of our process.
Dude, I'm noticing something. Why are all the people that are bitching about this guy women? Are there no men that are bitching about this guy? I don't know, man. We'll have to do some research on this.
First, our criticism is we didn't offer anything. So, boom, you're taking advantage of poor people.
Yeah.
And then we're like, okay, we're gonna pay for their time, and it's out. Now the criticism then becomes, well, now you're taking advantage of poor people who don't have money.
How many
to
are
give them
there?
Money to put their life on display. And it's like,
Fucking
okay.
suck.
I think the bottom line with a lot of this is that you have a person who is demonstrating the various and myriad ways that people skirt responsibility, the way that people take advantage of the systems that are available to them, and the way that a lot of people are defrauding not only the government but taxpayers.
Go get a job. Work 40 hours a week, 9 to 5.
I don't want to.
There it is.
And that's a leftist. Only a leftist would say that. Only a leftist would say that. That I deserve to be on government welfare where people that are actually working gives me money and I refuse to get a job. Because I don't want to. You don't understand. That is literally a classic leftoid mentality. I don't know a single conservative that thinks that way.
Government, take away her food stamps right now. Her income is $1,000. She has kids, and she spends $300 a month on her competitive cheer. Guys, she gets
cheerleading. She spends a third of her income on cheerleading, and she has children.
How much in food stamps?
321.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are technically, as taxpayers, paying for her to go to competitive cheer.
This point was actually expressed by friend of the channel, Sean Fitzgerald, also known as Actual Justice Warrior.
Yeah, but essentially, that's what it is. Is that not absolute insanity? I feel like that's absolute insanity. And like this entitlement is just exclusively leftist entitlement. Exclusively. People on the right realize the true fact that you guys are all soy guys. No, bro, we realize that you're all retarded. That's it. That's it. People on the right realize objectively that you don't deserve other people's money and you should get a job. It's an exclusively leftist ideology that makes these completely insufferable bitches insufferable bitches. It's crazy. It's actually insane. And that's why it's exposing the left, and that's why they hate him.
I will link his channel in the description box because he's a very lovely human being. We like Sean a lot over here. A couple of days ago, he tweeted, Caleb Hammer becoming public enemy #1 of the left because his show inadvertently reveals what everyone who knows broke people actually see daily. That they very often make poor choices, have victim complexes, and low impulse control is legitimately hilarious. But what's crazy is that some people on the left are framing asking for accountability as some sort of right-wing psycho dog whistle and misogyny and homophobia, and that's just not what this is. It's maths. Or math. If you're American, we say maths in Australia because, you know, there's multiple of them. I don't know, guys. When basic arithmetic gets politicized, you know the things have gone a little bit too far.
I just know it's...
Yeah, bro, I can't believe that Zoran Mamdani is forcing all schools in New York City to start learning Arabian numerals. It's absolutely diabolical. Islam went too far.
It's gonna be so cathartic for me.
Bro, she has all the piercings! She has all the piercings, man. Oh my fucking god, it doesn't stop. Bro, what's this lip piercing?
Once Caleb Hammer gets taken
Also a woman. Bro, what are we doing, man?
off of
Like, we are literally retardifying a generation of women.
this platform. I've already got him blocked, but when he gets canceled, dude, and it will happen, trust me, it's gonna be so sweet. He is the Dave...
It's gonna be so sweet when this guy who did nothing wrong, it loses his career.
Ramsey of our generation, and he is ruining a generation of men who think...
He's ruining a generation of men by teaching them to be financially responsible. She would rather all the men be irresponsible, so that they can also want communism.
They can talk to women about finances in the way that he talks to women about finances.
I find this specific video kind of hilarious because during one of his episodes, his female guest basically says that he's not empathetic enough, and his response was basically to say, me trying to help you is the empathy.
No, this is another leftist talking point. It's like, let me tell you something true. When I say that there are two genders and transgenderism is a mental illness, I don't say that because I hate people that identify as trans. I don't hate them. I pity them. But I don't hate them. And because I love them, I am telling them the truth. That you have a mental illness.
Good night.
Okay? You want to know what actually is being a cruel person that actually hates trans people? The person that affirms the trans psychology. Alright? That's the nuclear take. The nuclear take is the people that affirm that, no, actually, you should cut your penis off and cut off your boobs. Those guys actually hate you. Those guys truly, truly hate you. And they want you to be miserable. And they want you to be in a lifestyle where 42% of the time you will kill yourself. That's right. Those people are fucking evil. Not evil. I actually care. I care enough to tell you the truth. I care enough to tell you the truth despite getting unbelievable amount of hate and getting canceled for it. I do. I get so much shit for this. And I'm still willing to say it. And that's how much I care about you. Alright? That's true empathy.
People might watch this and see that because I'm a brave.
Like, I'll just give you an example. Me right now, thank God, I'm a very lucky man in my current place in life. I don't get involved with, I am not one that shares generally because I keep my private life separate, mostly for safety purposes. But that said, if I would have had some sort of gender dysphoria type situation in high school going through puberty, and I would have had a teacher that tried to convince me to become transgender, it would have ruined my life. It would have ruined my life. I can say that, obviously. You know, thank God I never struggled with that. But if I would have, and that would have happened, it would have fucking killed me. It would have ended me. But, you know, thank God I have a dad. So that wasn't really a fear. This is mostly a fear for people that don't have dads. It's mostly a single mom fear. If you have a single mom, look out.
And everything like that, I don't have empathy. Here's the reality. I want you to get out of debt and be able to afford your mortgage so you and your mom don't end up on the street. I would say that is extreme empathy because I don't come at it and crying and baby you and pat you on the back and say, oh, everything you're doing is okay when it objectively is not. Is all of a sudden not empathy? No. I want you to have a better life. I want your mother to have a better life, your grandma to have a better life, and I want you guys to get to a better position. Okay. And that is requiring sacrifices, and that actually leads to reality that is better, and I believe that requires higher.
They would rather live in a objectively false reality that feels cushy and nice and affirming than actually engage with a brutal actual reality. They would rather soft lies than hard truths, and that's fucked up.
For empathy.
Actually, this guest called Caleb out during this episode and went after him because one of his staff was working on his birthday?
I mean, I know someone's here working on their birthday.
Is it someone's birthday today?
You don't even know your own employees.
I don't know everyone's birthday. It's Colton's birthday?
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Colton.
birthday.
Congratulations.
What?
Adults work on their birthday. I'm going to cry
I mean,
for him.
I work.
Is she canceling him for making his employee work on his birthday? Dude, this is the most baby shit of all time. Oh my God. The SSRI stare is real. Bro, she's got the crazy eyes and everything.
On a nonprofit, and at least they give us our birthdays off.
If he wanted to request it.
A nonprofit. Interesting. I work on my birthday. Well, what is that? Are you 5? Like, these people are babies.
He could have. That's
I wouldn't have
his
to request it off.
choice. Okay, if they want to treat you like children, they can.
How is it treating like children? It's more
It's
of like
a birthday. Who gives a You have one every single year.
It's just called caring for people. I guess you
Caring for people? What are you talking about?
don't understand that.
You clearly don't care for your mom and grandma who are going homeless because you refuse to get a job.
People actually expect that they don't have to work on their birthday? I'm just saying.
I've never even heard this before. About not working on your birthday. Like, in my like world, I have never ever made a big deal about my birthday ever. Literally never, until I had a woman in my life that, you know, actually does care about my birthday, and it's super nice of her, even though I actually like literally couldn't care less. But she's like, no, you have to do something nice. I'm like, no, I actually like I don't really care. I prefer to just not do that. She's like, no, yeah, we have to, yeah, it was just super nice. Don't get me wrong, but I don't care. Like, personally, I really don't care. Like, this is not something I actually care about at all.
We stray further from sanity, and I'm not okay with it. And I think the bigger point here, of course, is that many hard leftists have made financial responsibility and financial literacy a right-wing thing. Caleb's core message being live within your means, avoid debt traps, and overspending should be universal, but routinely people act like he's blaming the poor, or the poor are poor because of things outside of their control.
No, most poor are poor because they're lazy. Yeah, that's my incredible hot take. All right, are you ready? Are you ready? That's my nuclear take. Most poor people are poor because they're lazy. I'm not trying to be rude. Definitely some people it's out of control. Different people have different, you know, illnesses. People have different, you know, circumstances that prevent them from actually getting a job, but most people are poor because they're lazy. That's my nuclear take.
Which, of course, is absolutely true in some cases, but I don't think it applies to most of his guests. These are people who are just incredibly bad with money all on their own.
Y'all know Caleb Hammer is a right-wing propagandist, right? Yeah, this guy that yells
they found a twink. They found a twink, a male, to criticize him.
poor people for like being poor. It's not apolitical because his whole entire platform is based on finding people that are struggling financially.
No, they find him. They literally ask him to come. That's not true. He doesn't find them. They find him.
And blaming them for their problems.
Usually it is their fault. This is fucking retarded. I love how the left is like, well, we should never actually acknowledge that anything is our fault. We should always just blame the rich instead. Why don't we just blame billionaires about the fact that I refuse to get a job? Yeah, classic, am I right? Why not take accountability for your actions? Dude, I'm telling you, man, the left is, like, actually retarded. Like, again, this is the soft on crime idea also. It's like, why should we put this guy in jail? He's mentally ill. And it's like, he murdered a baby. He killed a baby. But he's mentally ill. Why should we punish him? Why does that make us any different than them? What? What?
Which in individual cases seems harmless.
It is harmless.
But consistently
It's actually good. It's not just harmless. It's beneficial to society.
showing stories of poor people that are struggling because they refuse to get out of bed does nothing but promote this fallacy.
Fallacy? If they're struggling because they refuse to get out of bed, then that's not a fallacy. That's their fault.
But the reason there is poverty in America is because of individual choices.
Yes. Most of the time, yes. I'm sorry. Incredibly hot take. Most individual poverty is because of personal choices. I know this is like a nuclear take, and how a lot of people, they end up in difficult situations because of many different circumstances, the community they grow up in, the sicknesses, the diseases they have. I'm not talking about every individual, like, extreme cases. But your average guy that's poor is because of bad choices. Almost always. Literally almost always. There's community college, and you can get a part-time job while you're in community college to become an accountant. Okay, I'm just giving you an example, right? You could go to plumber. You could become a plumber. Go to plumber. You could become a plumber and make a fucking great living as a plumber, or as an electrician, or as an accountant. And most of these can be done for relatively free school while you're doing a part-time job on the side. Yes, that means you won't have time for all these video games and other things that you want to do. That's true, and that sucks. But that's the correct decision to make.
Is quite honestly one of the most insane videos that I have seen about this specific topic from top to bottom. Like, yes, some people are absolutely impoverished for reasons outside of their control. But most people on Caleb's show are not this. They are not destitute. They are people who are making horrible, terrible, not smart financial decisions.
Did you set money aside for taxes?
No.
Ever? 19 to 30?
No.
Bro.
Okay, how much debt do you have?
I don't know, like 8,000. Good thing about
$47,128
Oh my god.
of debt.
I'm not sure about that, Nux. If it was so easy to make money on that one thing, then people would do it. People do it. People do it. That's why they make money on it, because they actually do it. There are a lot of jobs. I just gave you an example of a few. There's a lot of jobs. Get the fuck out. You could make a living. And she thought she was $8,000 in debt. She was $48,000 in debt. See, this is obviously a retard.
So I don't know what you mean.
My wages were garnishing because I was working.
Yes, very good.
And then when I left that job, they had nothing to garnish. But they still wanted their money. And so
But she thought because she left her job, she now shouldn't need to pay for things? Because she doesn't have a job?
I'm gonna pay in taxes.
Then they knocked on my door with saying, like, you have to pay this and we're canceling your payment plan because you're not making the payments.
Yeah.
But I didn't answer the door so that they
Pay taxes.
can't prove that I ever got the letter.
But what is the most...
Oh my god, and she just admitted it on camera. Dude, these people are retarded, bro. Student loan debt is forever? Yeah, that's why you can't get... Don't get a job that... Don't get a degree in, like, a bullshit scam position.
important that you need to know is this is your fault. This isn't the world. This isn't
Why did the
random
patrol
diagnoses
shoot me?
that you just fall into traps for. This isn't breakups. This isn't fucking. This is all your choice.
And why?
This is you. The
None of my
decisions
barrels
you've
come
done,
out.
The bull you do, not wanting to sacrifice and actually get out of it forever and stick to a budget. I mean, again, you write down like this instead of actually just using a budgeting app.
I'm just gonna let the rest of this specific video play so that you guys can see the absolute brainworms that we are dealing with in our detractors.
Not only does he spread this right-wing lie, but he also does so
The right-wing line of getting a job. Oh my god, we're so cooked.
In a way that explicitly appeals to right-wing propagandists. LGBT debt. God, I wonder who's gonna connect those two. So,
bro, they were in LGBT debt because it turns out they spent their money on LGBT things. Based. Call them out on that. Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
I know that every single episode there is plausible deniability that his goal isn't to blame poor people for their
Well,
problems. It is
White House.
Well, a lot of it is their fault. It is absolutely, very often, the poor person's fault. Yeah, true. Not all poor people, but a lot of them. They should get jobs.
Could do better. But
They
collectively, and his editorial choice to consistently bring them on, is pushing the political line.
What's the line?
All you are shown of stories of poor people are not people that got screwed over by a system, or people that are really trying their
Most
best.
of them didn't get screwed over by a system. Yeah, the system makes it harder for some people, but this is in America, specifically. It is the number one. You could actually make it, even if you came from nothing. You could. It's hard. Absolutely it's hard. But you could make it. What are you talking about?
And just can't make ends meet. But are stories of people that are struggling because of choices they have made or came from privileged backgrounds, which by and large is what Caleb Hammer is showing. And especially if you are given the emotional outlet that he gives to yell at or demean or diminish these people, there is no way that's not reflected in your politics.
This is retarded. This is actually retarded. I'm in shock. I'm actually in shock. No, Nux, why won't you admit monopolies are a big part of this? Dude, obviously, monopolies make life worse for a lot of people, absolutely. But I'm talking about what an individual needs to do. On the individual level, you get a fucking job. All right? I'm sorry. That on an individual level. And yeah, you can blame it
Being
on
attacked by the fucking NPS.
Absolutely, you could do whatever you want to fix all that shit. But on an individual level, you get a fucking job.
Oh my god, another one?
And work. Like this is unbelievable. And look at what this dude just said. You're giving an emotional outlet yelling at poor people. Let me make this straight. Let me just make this clear.
How many more are they now? Holy shit.
My taxes are going to people that are too lazy to work. How does that make any sense?
Politics.
You know, Will, that's this guy's name. His name is Will, who I can tell is probably incredibly bland in real life. Accountability is definitely going to feel like oppression to...
Less jobs available than people that need, though. First of all, yeah, there is an issue with the job market. Second of all, deporting a lot of illegals would definitely help. But these people don't really see that is a solution. Do you understand? If these people would say there aren't enough jobs, then I would say, you know what, whatever, we'll figure something out. Sure. But if the argument is they deserve to be lazy and not actually get a job, then I'm sorry, you have no excuse.
Which is probably why you perceive being held to any standard like this. And it's why you blame the person giving advice rather than the person who is spending money like an imbecile. Also, I think it's sort of insane to act like the majority of Caleb's audience are conservative, because I think that...
Of course they're conservative. Of course they're conservative. Because they're people that care about money. There are people that, I mean, not just care about, I don't mean care about money, but I mean care about actually being financially competent. Leftists care about money too. Most billionaires are leftists, actually. But a lot of people don't know that. They are.
This kind of a show appeals to multiple different...
Like Jeffrey Epstein, radical leftist, supported all the leftist politicians.
Kinds of people. You, of course, have conservatives and right-wingers, but you also have people who are just interested in being more financially literate and are...
George Soros, very leftist, radical leftist. Diddy, leftist. Yeah, no, they're all leftists. Yeah, I know. All the billionaires are leftists, basically, except for Elon Musk. Bezos, leftist. Zuckerberg, leftist. All of them. They're all leftists. Yeah. In fact, if you look at where all the billionaires are in the country, they're all in New York and California. Two radical left states. Yep.
Looking for actual financial advice. And then you have the sick and twisted people like me who get a level of enjoyment and catharsis out of watching stupid people get screamed at.
Yes. Look at the comment section under
Lord.
my video and just tell me, who do you think Caleb Hammer's videos are being directed towards? Genuinely. Because when I said that he's bringing on liberal women, and
Musk was a left.
Yeah, that's hard to do.
all of the comments are attacking me for being a liberal woman.
Yeah, true. You are a liberal woman. Also retarded. Also probably poor. Probably don't have a husband. Doubt you have children. Probably miserable. Bet you're on antidepressants. Doctor, you profiling? Yeah, it's based. Profiling is good, actually. Discrimination? It's actually useful.
You can talk all you want about how septum theory is true.
Well, you're proving it.
But that will never erase the fact that I am 100%
It's really bad over
right
there.
that all of these videos are
Bro,
being
someone needs to pick up a magnet and put it to her face and watch her fly across the room.
sent to
Bro, she's out here cosplaying Rocksteady and Bebop.
right-wing people who are just going to...
There's a bunch of them.
Oh. What's the name of Killua's older brother? Illumi? Where's that image? What did he look like? Ah, fuck. Bro! Yo! What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Oh my god. This is diabolical, bro. This is diabolical. Look at this fucker. It's the same. They have the same style. Yikes.
make comments about people's weight.
And just like a lot of transgender people, this guy was an assassin. Wow, that's crazy. Great, it's crazy.
Looks, etc. Septum theory strikes again.
One thing that stood out to me watching people whinge about Caleb Hammer in these videos is that, of course, he's going to appeal to financially normal people or people who want advice. Women like this can't and won't watch him because their politics won't let them. They take issue with his delivery, the way he talks. They perceive accountability as a personal attack. We've actually seen this time and again, and we've talked about it a lot on this channel, but to reiterate, leftists will often take themselves out of countless situations of their own volition and then get mad at the people who are open-minded enough to watch and listen and use that as a way of justifying why everyone involved and around them is right-wing.
I just went down a rabbit hole looking at this Caleb Hammer guy's content. Is he a right-wing psyop? It seems like he's specifically targeting millennials and Gen Z and telling them that it's their fault that they're poor. And
It is most of their fault, yeah, true.
you know, sometimes it is, but also you need to acknowledge that the world that we were handed isn't the world that our parents promised us.
So therefore, do nothing and whine about it into poverty? Like, it's unbelievable watching this. Dude, you're 50! Well, like, this is great right-wing psyop. It's a psyop that a guy's making YouTube videos.
He's a boomer in a millennial's body. I'm half expecting him to say that everybody's broke because of avocado toast. It's really gross to judge people for taking out student loans when they were 18 years old just because you didn't have to.
What? It's not gross at all. In fact, it's healthy. And I hope that I'm hoping that at least there's one person that watches my rants against student loans knows that they should not be taking a student loan to get a degree in fucking bullshit, retard economic garbage. All right? And gender utopia. I'm not even joking. I'm not even kidding. I know someone that took a gender utopia course. What the fuck are you gonna do with that? Nothing.
84-month car loan? Why an 84-month car loan?
I want lower payments.
See, no one knows what interest is.
You know that's not how it works. You are paying more in interest over time. 2024 Kia Sportage. And it is $638.70. That's an insane car payment for 7 years.
Again, the biggest problem here seems to be advocating for any level of personal financial responsibility. When you watch enough of Financial Audit, you realize that so many people who go—
These companies are taking advantage of people? Yes. So should you not teach people about not getting taken advantage of? Dude, I love when people in my comments try to push back. Like, thanks, Chad. You're right. The companies are taking advantage of people. True. Usury is a sin in the Bible, and I think that this entire interest thing should be banned in general, like to a large degree, at least. But essentially, what the fuck are you gonna do? You're not gonna tell people about it? It's the company's fault, so therefore we shouldn't tell people that they're getting ripped off. Great solution, guys. Great solution. It's so retarded watching this argument. It's like, bro, why would you criticize her when in reality it's the company's fault? So should we not say anything?
On this show are completely unwilling to take responsibility and accountability for the actions that they—
Someone said he thought I was joking that there's a gender utopia course in college. You absolute buffoon. It's a real course. It's a real fucking course. I can't find it right now. I literally know someone who did this course, though. Alright, I'm finding classroom discussions, but I don't see the actual course. It's so weird. I don't know. I can't find it right now. I cannot find it right now. However, it is real, because I know someone actually did it.
Made themselves that landed them in this specific horrible situation. Instead of admitting to their financial faults and failures, they double down and give you every reason under the sun why they're a victim and why they needed to spend $1,000 on pot plants and stamps.
Yeah.
But leftists will see Caleb laying into someone who arguably deserves it over these terrible choices, and rather than seeing the situation for
Oh,
what it
they got
is,
shot at.
view these people
That's
as
TVS. That's
poor
the sister
victims who are
to
just
the
unable to do things for themselves.
oh,
and
it's
live
TV
lives
dollar
as they
sign,
wanna live
but
it,
yeah,
which
it's
is not only
it's
wrong,
a sister
but is incredibly
built to DBS.
boring. At the end of
Yeah. All right. So I just looked this up on the AI. All right. I just looked. Okay. So someone in my chat just said yes, gender euphoria is the focus of college level course. According to this their AI. I don't know. I just looked up on Grok. All right. Ridiculous woke college courses. Okay. So there's the Film 3000 porn course offered in a Utah college, a 2-credit film studies elective where they watch and analyze hardcore pornography. All right, there's Relg 32, which is Queering God, feminist and queer theology about how God is actually queer. There's Unsettling Whiteness, that's a real course. American Misogyny, Latinx Sexual Dissidence and Guerrilla Translation. All right, Queer Religion, Queering the Bible, Queering Food, Racial Capitalism, Race, Gender, and Islam in the United States, Hip-Hop Feminism, Black Queer Experience, Campus Sex in the Digital Age. These are all real college courses, and every single one of them is just a giant pyramid scheme where you can't do anything with these courses aside from teach more people the same course. Yep, are we on the same page?
Today, I am sure that there are some fair criticisms of Caleb Hammer out there, and obviously we aren't going to get into those in this video. This is focused on a very sort of specific criticism being thrown at him, the main criticism being thrown at him. But I really don't think the left are mad at him because he wants people to be more successful. I think they're mad at him because he's pointing all of this out. I think what Caleb does is highlight that the system isn't really rigged against you when you have the power to control decisions, like what you spend your money on. But that's quite inconvenient for people who need an oppressive hierarchy to exist for their ideas to make sense. If you're in control, well, you're on your own, there's no one to blame, and your failures are truly yours. If the system, on the other hand, is inherently rigged against you, well, your failures are just a reflection of the injustice you face. So it's actually quite advantageous to reject these notions of personal responsibility, because then you get to claim victimhood, like many of his critics are so prone to doing. It's probably for this reason that these crazy leftists interpret his come to Jesus meetings as inherently damaging and bad for the people that he's speaking to.
I mean, I think they think it's bad for the entire leftist movement, because it turns out leftists are just highly impulse control, hedonistic freaks with absolutely zero moral framework or grounding. Most of them don't have dads that live at home, and there they are, wading through the Karenocracy as maliciously miserable people that are making terrible life decisions and blaming the system and billionaires, and that's essentially what's going on. Hyper-materialistic people that just are floating pieces of carbon that think they deserve everything, and it's insane, and it's cringe as fuck. And that's essentially what we're looking at. That's what the Caleb Hammer show's exposed. Yep.
When in reality, Caleb is simply asking them to stop making stupid choices. But these people love stupid choices, don't they? Yeah. In the end, the irony for me is that if more people actually became financially literate and got their finances together and understood what they were doing with their money, then I think a lot fewer of them would be so interested in socialism.
We should bring him back.
Like to think that they would
We should
perceive
bring him
the
back.
systems that would lead to greater wealth and success for them, rather than banging on about initiatives that actually make all of us equally poor. So
I mean, listen, I'll be real, I'm so tired of it. I'm just absolutely tired of it. I'm tired of people showing up and being cringe. They don't get a job, they claim they have some sort of crazy illness that's, you know, affirmed by their TikTok therapist, and then they live off the government, which is really just code for living off me. Living off people that actually do work and pay taxes. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Someone in my chat just said Nux has poor fatigue. I don't have poor fatigue. I really feel bad for poor people. There are a lot of poor people that are really struggling and really try. And I have no ill will against those guys. Absolutely, there's a lot of poor people. And I give over 20% of all of my income to charity. to poor families, essentially. Literally. No organizations, directly to poor families. You know, that's the truth. I have leftist fatigue. I have victimhood fatigue. I have a really, really massive entitlement fatigue. But I'll be real. Most of all, I have retard fatigue. And that's exactly what we're seeing here today. The Caleb Hammer Show is not a political show, and it just exposes that leftists are retards. See you in the next one. Bye. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you.
Childish.
And after all that yelling, Wings ended up getting fired by Keemstar.
Why is Boogie so easy to work with and you're so impossible? Why are you so impossible to work with?
Boogie's easy to work with because he's a yes man. I'm not a yes man.
But I'm easy to work with
because
I like wins. I like W's. I like success.
Wings.
That's why I'm easy to work with.
I don't give a fuck about any of that.
I know you don't like me. Hold on, time out. Wings, I know you don't like me and you've never liked me, right? But I am the captain here, and under my leadership, we've been winning like crazy.
Oh my God.
You have to listen to me. You have to. I know what I'm doing.
If it makes sense, I will. If I don't, I'm not.
You are not in a position to negotiate right now, Wings, because you've been shown.
I don't give a just
within the asses. Thank you very much.
Pay my portion out. Give me my check, and I'll walk.
Deal.
Do you genuinely think you deserve to get paid for this weekend? 25% worth.
Deal. Well, you'll figure it out.
Exactly what you value it at, which is goddamn nothing, clearly.
All right, he's fired. Deal.
But literally, not even before that stream was
he was, and we were already seeing the pattern starting to form. Who's fired today? Oh, you're like, and then everyone was like, nah, we don't, just, no one buys it anymore.
over, Wings was forced by his wife to come back crawling and asking for his job back.
Let me make this 100% clear. I'm coming back crawling because my wife wants me to come back crawling.
You're coming back crawling?
Oh God, it's like what Lauren did to me too. I understand on the surface it seems sensible, but it's not. It's Keemstar. Nothing with Keemstar is sensible.
Because your wife wants you to crawl?
My wife likes having the extra income, and she says, I don't give a shit about your bullheadedness. You need to get back in there and apologize.
Is your wife right?
Yeah, she's right.
So Keemstar, being the sadistic bastard that he is, made Wings of Redemption shave his beard and his eyebrows to get his place back at LolCow Live.
Yes! What a legend!
No, he should have kept the mustache.
Oh,
yeah.
No!
Can you imagine explaining this shit to his doctor in the morning?
He looks like Butterbean.
Oh my God, he does.
And with that concludes the period.
Why the Taco Bell bell? Why the Taco Bell bell?
Of time, this show was actually watchable, because what would come after this would be a chain of unfortunate events for Keemstar and LolCow Live that could have been easily avoided, but the numb stupidity once again got in the way. This next section is where I—
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Maybe I should just game now. Oh no, I don't know if I can handle this right now.
Would say the beginning of the end started to happen for LolCow Live. Keemstar had a brilliant idea he thought would be a massive success. For whatever reason, he believed that trying to manage two LolCows like Boogie and Wings was too easy, so he decided to create another show called LolCow Queens, where he would be bringing what he considered as female LolCows.
With LolCow Queens launching, there's a whole new cast of people that can come on this show.
Yeah, now LolCow Queens is dead.
So you guys can go on that show. You know, I'm making a whole fucking LolCow universe, all right?
Famous last words over there. But yeah, believe it or not, Keemstar was hyper fixated on this idea of creating this LolCow Queens show, which was an absolute disaster as it launched.
The obligatory, let's see if Becky Boop has come back to do anything. I bet you not. Wait, stream 13 days ago? No. Major changes to the BBU. Wait, is this the stream where she streamed absolutely nothing?
People, everything.
Yep. No, she's still fucking gone. And she's probably gonna stay gone too.
And she didn't.
We got
tell me. She
one
that was some
on
weird-
our north.
I think wasn't I on talking to Twiggy, and she just so happened to decide. I'm sure that wasn't a coincidence to just have her intro play with nothing else, and that's it.
Show would not only be a disaster in the technical side of things, but also in regards to the content.
She acts like we're fucking slaves and shit. She's good to get that.
She's acting like a 4-year-old on her phone.
Look at her. Look at her. She get ready to cry. Stop it, Becky. That's beyond you. All of you. Come on.
God, I feel like this was 60 years ago, but it wasn't. It was not even. It was about a year ago now.
For yourselves, except for maybe Tina. She does her own thing, but you two are not team players. You don't do fucking shit. You know what?
I will say the strange thing about this show is it did me a favor. If it because Keemstar was gonna bring her on to pretend to be my victim, no matter what. It was Queens that made everyone realize that she's a fucking narcissistic, sociopathic fucking lunatic. So if it wasn't for Queens, maybe I would still be seen as the fucking scorned ex-psycho villain to this day. The show, in a way, did me a favor, oddly enough.
It's about the whole show and not just me. I do. So go ahead and have your little fucking got the guess. Little fucking bitch fest. Go ahead, run the fucking show. Run the show.
And this is where she got I have a Harvard degree. No, bitch, you got a Harvard extension degree. It's like a gold star. It's the gold sticker.
Jerry, Jerry, why you beating to the bitch? Throw $20. She'll shake her tits. Bread, Becky. Becky, I think you got this. Becky, don't get upset. You gotta be a fucking boss in your life. Stop being a baby, Becky.
I think I remember. Oh God, I think I remember. I was playing Elden Ring while watching this. I was like, "Oh, this is great." Everyone's seeing. What the fuck is this? Dude, if he fucking, could you imagine he's looking like an asshole, Smash JT. We may have to do a stream just on him because I have all this stuff piecemeal right now, so I should get it together. But imagine he is on the brink of losing the case to her and he's getting roasted across the internet because everyone's seeing he's a fucking fraud. Holy shit. Oh man, I gotta start making talking points together because he's gonna. I could like picture the Act Man working on the script right now.
Hi, Ricardo.
Bare Metal Gamer, hello to you too. 11 months.
Get your ass up and take your job. Stop crying. Stop crying. We don't cry daycare. We don't cry at daycare. Cut it out. Cut it out.
And I know I predicted it, and yes, I will. That one I will pat myself on the back for. But you again squandered this, like I knew you would. You again, for the billionth time, were given another chance. We never really had a chance. You never were really relevant on YouTube, but. And you fucked it up again. You were famous for lying.
And no joke, that show was like that every single day. I always say that people who watch
It was just about her being a fucking mentally unstable fucking bitch.
watch LOLcow live have brain damage, but the people who watch LOLcow Queens, Jesus Christ, beyond.
Like, what is LOLcow? I have to check. What is LOLcow Queens doing right now? LOLcow. I'm sure it's a fucking shell of what it was, which was complete shit. Yeah. Where Savage, Grandpa's Cookies. Yeah, it's just, I said this too. It's just them talking about like angry grandpa stories. I remember saying to be like, Tina's funny, but I don't think like she could hold a showdown on her own.
We live, girl. We live.
All right, let's see.
Holly Dolly.
Come here, baby. Come here, my girl. Come here, my girl. You know I can't live without you.
Holly Dolly. Girl, can you imagine?
Thank you.
Yeah, we went through 36, Tina.
Awesome.
Already, we got 30.
Mom, look at.
What's all over my thing? What the hell is
Listen, I don't care if he invites a girl over tonight, but he doesn't have the kids. So this is the best time for me to go. He's got the kids every other, every weekend, but this night they're going to their grandmom's down the street.
Yeah, fuck Becky, but them screaming at each other was more entertaining. What? Oh my god, like what are we doing here? Oh.
I will terrorize that motherfucker.
It's fucking up Friday, Tina.
Oh yeah.
You know there's gonna be some partying going on. Activities. It's
What is even going on here? It's just like we're gonna talk about absolutely nothing and just give us money while we're talking about it. Like have a subject, even if we're reacting. Like that's mostly what I do. I get it, but like have a subject. Working 7 hours, need sleep. Have a good night, man. Yeah, even though I'm streaming till 2:30, I gotta be up relatively early and do the final. We're snaking a cable over to my setup down there. It's actually gonna look cool with the LED lights too, like the curtain lights. Tina is scared. Okay, why is Tina scared?
I'm not a good mood. I've been fucking up. Tina! It's your war face out. Let's go! I'm so fucking mad, bro. I'm so fucking mad at everybody. I haven't had no fucking sleep. You guys are making. I want to just fucking.
Ooh. Savage, what would you do if we were actually in your town?
You would never.
This is awful. Well, now let's see. Let's go to live. Can I go to oldest? Is it still... They just, like, swept everything, too. Why is everything deleted? That's so weird. You would delete, like... Becky went too far. What the fuck? Man. Becky went so fucking far that Tina's breasts are about to fall under her. Oh, look at dude. Yo, you know what's crazy about this woman? Wasn't this Scooter's mom? Like, I didn't know that she's fucking huge. Oh, wait, is that actually Twiggy? What's up, you sexy bastard? Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it. Maybe because I liked watching her suffer, but that's actually like the charisma vacuum that Becky was. You know, this is like, what the fuck it was better than this. It was still terrible, and I knew it wasn't sustainable, and lo and behold, but...
Yeah, I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about that.
He was so
that
worried that you were mad at him.
Said. I'm not mad, but Gidgy made that plan. I already knew what they had planned for me with the Aussie boys. She came up with her and her son.
But you see what I'm saying, though? It's always this circular, okay, who the hell are all these people? Who is this? If I'm just going to tune into the show, why the fuck do I care about anyone that you're talking about? What happened with Trump? I can't resist. His neck is turning into a... He has a clitoris. But it's just no...
Other countries which are targeting him, of course, is Venezuela. Do you intend on seizing more oil assets from Venezuela? Another taker?
I wouldn't tell you that. I mean, it wouldn't be very smart for me to tell you that. You know, we're supposed to be a little bit secretive. You're a very big-time reporter, and I don't think I want to tell a big-time reporter or a small-time reporter that. But we are knocking out drugs at levels that nobody's ever seen before.
So what the fuck does that have to do with you seizing a oil tanker from fucking Venezuela. What does their oil have to do with it? Like, come on.
We knocked out 96% of the drugs coming in by water.
Or watch yourself.
And,
They call them ocean drugs.
nobody can figure out who the 4%. I wouldn't want to be the 4% either, but 96% of the drugs coming in by water. Every one of those boats you see get shot down. You just saved 25,000 American lives. But we knocked out 96% of the drugs coming in by water. And now we're starting by land. And by land is a lot easier. And that's going to start happening. And we're not going to have people destroying our youth, destroying our families. Forget about youth, everybody. You ever see a family with the fentanyl?
The boats weren't. It's factually proven that the boats, they couldn't even make it here even if they wanted to.
Or cocaine. Colombia has at least 3 cocaine factories. That's a different country. We're not happy about it. We're stopping it, and we've stopped it now on water. You don't even find boats on water. You don't even see fishing boats on water. You want to go fishing in that area? Does anybody want to go fishing in that area? I don't think so. So I just want to say this. We have now a strong border. A year and a half ago, we had millions of people pouring through. Now we have nobody coming in through our border. And we have a strong country. We have a country that's respecting it. We're going to keep it that way. And we're not going to let people kill 300,000 people a year with drugs.
One more follow-up question.
Yeah.
But you just pardoned a fucking drug dealer. You don't care about drugs. He literally just pardoned a guy who was in prison for being a drug dealer. You pardoned a narco-terrorist. Let me look that up just so you guys don't think I'm just... Pardon drug lord. Cocaine... Honduran cocaine kingpin. Trump... Oh, get out of here. Trump pardons Honduran President Juan Orlando Hernandez, who is in prison for drug trafficking. It's like you can't make this shit up, dude. You can't make it up. But then he wants to put on this.
There's
face,
no
"Oh,
fucking
yeah,
way.
I'm fighting the narco
Get the
terror."
fuck
No, you're
outta
not.
here.
You're literally, it's such bullshit. It's so obvious. He doesn't care. If he cared about drugs coming into the country, he wouldn't have pardoned someone who was a coke kingpin from Honduras. Fuck off with this, dude.
The fraud that you've been pointing out, talking about in Minnesota specifically, there have been some reports resurfacing and circulating, even by your own administration, alleging Ilhan Omar's marriage to her brother. And this would be a fraudulent situation if there, in fact, is found to be fraud in a situation like that. Would you like to see her denaturalized or others who have similarly committed
Well, I
fraud?
think she's very bad for our country. All she does is complain, complain, complain. She comes out of a country where they have no government. They have no military. They have no police. They got
It's amazing.
They don't have a country, and they run around killing each other. And then she comes over here. She tells the United States of America how it should be run. We don't want to hear from her. I don't want.
I want to hear about the Epstein
I don't want to
photos.
speak for Emmer, but I don't think Emmer particularly wants to hear. But don't say it because I don't
May
want to
1st, exactly.
Just be nice and easy, all right? I'll do it for you, bud. That part I'll do. But I just want to say that there's nothing worse than a person that comes in and does nothing but bitch and comes from a place where she shouldn't be telling us what to do. She shouldn't be telling us. And everybody agrees with me. And what's happening in
Sure they do.
Minnesota with Somalia, where billions of dollars is being stolen, right? Like candy from a baby. We're not going to let that go on. And it's too great a state to have that happening. And guys like Tom Emmer and others, Pete Stauber, guys like them, they're going to stop it. And they're going to be given the authority to stop it. Because this country is not going to put up with it anymore.
You talked about land strikes happening soon. Is there anything at this point that can prevent that? And is the objective, if you make that decision,
Well, I don't want to say that, but it's not
majority?
only land strikes on Venezuela. It's land strikes on horrible people that are
Thank you. Okay, we'll check that out too.
taking in drugs and killing our people. You know, if we were in a war and we lost 300,000 people in a year, because that's what the real number is. It's not 100. You know, you keep hearing 100. And it's a lot worse than that because the families are devastated when they lose their child. If we were in a war and we lost 2 or 300,000, but I think it's more than 300,000, and that's a war that's like a war that would be unparalleled. Nobody's ever seen anything like that, and that's what's happening. So it doesn't necessarily have to be in Venezuela. It's people that are bringing in drugs to our country are targets.
Once again, he released a guy who was a coke kingpin in Honduras. He pardoned him. I can't.
End of this year, those extended Obamacare
Hugo, thank you.
subsidies expire. What's your message to those 24 million Americans who will see their insurance premiums go up?
Don't make it sound so bad because, you know, obviously you're a sycophant for Democrats. You're obviously a...
Don't make people having to pay 4 times more. It's not so bad. It's just a Democrat hoax, but you know it's actually it doesn't matter. Go fuck yourself.
a provider of bad news for Republicans. Let me just say something.
Yeah, I know.
Hey man, I thought the files didn't exist. Smiley face emoji.
Yeah, it's a Democrat hoax. Thank you, 21 months, man. Appreciate you, Hugo. Yeah, it's a Democrat hoax.
I think I can speak for Tom and most of
That's
you.
just a video.
Oh my God, party worm.
Is what I want to see, and I leave it to them, and hopefully they're going to put great.
It's supposed to shoot over, but you're literally on top of me.
All of the money that's been squandered and given to insurance companies because Obamacare is horrible health insurance. It's far too expensive, and it always has been.
So, see, you're so full of shit. So if you have, we need to do something better. What do you have? Nothing. So there's no safety net then. That people are just fucked. It's so disingenuous.
What it really is a way of making insurance companies rich. We want the money not to be paid at all to insurance companies. You know, insurance companies have gone up 1,700% over a short, meaning the stock, 1,700% over a short period of time, and they've taken in hundreds of billions and even trillions of dollars.
So what does gutting Obamacare have to do with that? What does making healthcare even more of a disaster? How does that protect people against being gouged by the insurance companies?
And we want the money to go to the people. They'll go in the form of a insurance account, healthcare account, or any other form that we can create. We have a lot of different forms. We want to give the money to the people and let the people buy their own great healthcare. And they'll save a lot of money, and it'll be great. Now, the problem we have is that the Republicans are not at all controlled by the insurance companies. But you know who is? The Democrats. The Democrats have received...
Don't make me look it up right now. Let me just look up Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz. Paying donation. Campaign finance summary. Okay. Sources, okay. It doesn't tell me where they're from though, like it usually does. I mean, Ted Cruz literally was so hell-bent on Obamacare not passing that he filibustered it reading green eggs and ham.
Hundreds of millions of dollars. They're totally controlled by the insurance companies, so we might not get too many of their votes. But I actually think we'd get some Democrat votes. So I don't know how you feel about it, Tom, but everybody wants to see this happen. Everybody. I put it out, and all of a sudden we've taken over in a positive way. The Republicans have taken over healthcare in a
Me
positive
too.
way. I want to see the billions of dollars go to the people, not to the insurance companies. And I want to see the people go out and buy themselves great healthcare. Much better healthcare at very little cost. That's what I want. And it's so simple.
Let's see here.
Funding for abortion. Would you assure those Republicans that you will not oppose?
Well, we're going to look into it. We're going to look into a lot of things. That's one of many factors. But
All right, let's take a look at this. Let's see if he's so I wrote yesterday top 10 recipients of campaign cash from 7 health insurance industries. Let's see. Jason Smith, Republican. Kevin McCarthy. Kevin Hearn. A lot of Republicans here. Here's a Democrat. Here is another Democrat. But you said Republicans aren't. Oh, there's plenty of them there. Interesting. It's like you're full of fucking shit.
what we do want to see is we want to see the money go to the people, not to the insurance.
Birds, exactly. Maxwell McQuaid, 20 months. Thank you. What the hell did it say?
Thanks, Mr. President. Can you tell us how this free economic zone would work in the Donbass and land that the Russians took by force?
Well, I don't want to do that now. It's a very complex situation, but it would work, and a lot of people want to see it work. And we're gonna. All I want to do is I want to stop the death of 25,000 people a month. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President. There were new Epstein photos released today showing you and also Bill Clinton, Steve Bannon. What were your reactions to those new photos that were released?
Well, I haven't seen it, but I mean, everybody knew this man. He was all over Palm Beach. He has photos with everybody. I mean, almost.
So annoying.
There are hundreds and hundreds of people that are photos.
Dude, he had condoms that were novelty condoms with your fucking face on them saying it's huge. Get out of here.
So that's no big deal. I know nothing about it.
Yeah, move on. He didn't shut. Notice how he didn't shut the fuck up about anything else. But that one, it was like, boom, let's go.
Do you want to personally play in the decision by the Fed on interest rates?
Well, you know, I've made a lot of money. I've been very successful, and I think my role should
That's it?
be at least that of a recommending. They don't have to follow what I say, but we're going to be choosing a new.
I mean, push the fucking guy. Jesus Christ, these limp dick fucking journalists.
Fed person in the pretty near future. But they went out, you know, they went out with 71 different people, all economists and Trump. I was 71. And of the 71 people, I got it right, and one other person, I think, from the Wharton School of Finance.
I'm heading back. Yeah, I'm heading back.
But I was one of them.
I need a.
So I think
of course you were.
I certainly should have a role in talking to whoever the head of the Fed is, or the Fed. I don't think that, you know, in the old days that used to happen.
Have a good night, Silky One. Hopefully I'll see you on Sunday.
Nowadays, it's sort of, they think it shouldn't happen.
Ocean water.
But I've done great. I've made a lot of money. I've been very successful. I think my voice should be heard. But I'm not going to make the decision based on that. I'll be making a decision over the next few weeks. Thank you all very much.
Alright. Want to grab some shit?
We'll watch that Keith Edwards.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think I'll play. I want to see the pictures. Fucking. See, Trump doesn't have that emotion in his face, so obviously that can't be him. I'm guessing it's this. Okay, beautiful.
As I'm sure you may have known by now, there are now pictures that have been released, some of what are 95,000 new photos from Jeffrey Epstein's estate. These are disturbing images, as the House Oversight Committee says here, and they offer insight into Epstein and his relationships with some of the most powerful men in the world. I've got these pictures coming up, some new pictures.
And always remember, this is after everything was known about him, that he was still, you know, working with him. He wanted to like rebuild his image. Nothing like wanting to rebuild a notorious pedophile's image, but okay. And remember, this is at the same time where in front of the camera, Steve Bannon and Trump 1.0, even during one of the debates with Hillary Clinton, he said that Prince Andrew, he was on that Jeffrey Epstein Island, and behind there, so they're trying to use it as like, I'm going to expose the elite pedophile ring, when behind the scenes they're literally working with the guy who's like the head honcho of the elite pedophile ring. Fuck these people to hell, man.
This came out again. People are going through these because there are a lot to sift through. And we also are learning too that Donald Trump's own attorney has now resigned. Let's just go through all this. First, here is
67 Escudo, 11 fragments, and a bunch of canvas at this Empire Fort.
Just last night, we received about 95,000 photographs from the Epstein estate. I want to be clear. Our committee, Oversight Democrats, have gone through maybe about 25,000 of them so far. So there's an enormous amount of photos that we have not gone through. It will take days and weeks to ensure that we go through those photos and that a redaction is done in the appropriate way. Let me just also say that clearly we have put out, I think maybe 15 to 20 of those photos this morning, Democrats have. We will continue to put out more photos in the days and weeks ahead. But I just caution folks that the redaction process and ensuring that we are protecting the survivors.
Oh, that, how much was that 9060? Salazar? I'm not getting one, I'm just curious.
And the women who were abused by Epstein are protected. What else?
All right, and then here are just some of these photos. This is Jeffrey Epstein with Woody Allen. This is Donald Trump. I've read these could potentially be survivors of Epstein's crimes. We also have here, we have Jeffrey.
So insane.
Epstein with Steve Bannon. I do want to talk about this photo a little bit more than perhaps we've talked about, but perhaps have been talked about on other channels, because what the hell?
No, it's not
is
a bad
this
price.
on his desk. Now, they've blacked out someone's face.
What the holy shit. Yeah, I was listening audio to this before. I did hear this before. What the fuck is that?
But what the hell is that? I have no idea. It's very disturbing. I guess the only person who would know is Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon here with Jeffrey Epstein. But this is I saw this. I was immediately creeped out. It looks like a woman passed out on either a sofa or a bed.
Obviously, there's a face there.
That's what I would assume. And then also they have these condoms of Donald Trump saying, "I'm huge." Which again, like...
Yeah, he makes it like him and Jeffrey Epstein when you talk to him. Oh, we were just acquaintances and I stopped. Dude, he's making condoms with your fucking face on them. Come on.
If Donald Trump wasn't good friends with Jeffrey Epstein, this is just more signs that they were. Now, there were more photos that have just come out too.
Make Halloween great again. What the fuck is this?
Tying Trump to Epstein, we have this pumpkin here. Trumpkin says, "Make Halloween great again."
Okay.
Jeffrey Epstein in a bathtub. We have more pictures of Steve Bannon and a massage therapy machine. Sarah Longwell said all this. Every now and then I remember that 80% of evangelical Christians voted for Trump. It's just really something. Here's more photos. Trump with Epstein. Trump with a woman on Epstein's plane. And there are just
Yeah, I'm sure there was nothing going on there.
massive amounts.
That fucking picture of Bill Gates.
Of photos that have come out from this. Here is Epstein. I mean, listen, this is the difference between us and Republicans. If anyone who's a Democrat,
you can tell you can tell Bill's much younger there. Yeah, man, if Bill was caught doing shit, you gotta fucking throw that motherfucker away under the jail. That's the thing. You other weirdos that are in the fucking cult, it's like, oh, they're on my team. I don't care. You don't care that they're pedophiles? You want to defend pedophiles because they're on your team? And if you're that desperate for people to be on your team that you're willing to defend pedophiles to get people on your team because beggars can't be choosers is fucked up, essentially is what you're saying, then what does that say about your fucking team? What does it say about your team? That you're so desperate for people that you have to take monsters on to have more people on your team. Think about what you're doing.
did something wrong, then they should 100% suffer the consequences. So here's Bill Clinton. I'm not sure what that means, but he's in these. Again, Steve Bannon with Jeffrey Epstein. They were very good, I guess, very close. I did not know how close they were.
Power-hungry motherfuckers.
There's that photo again. Steve Bannon and
I want to find out more of his backstory, man. Like, where the fuck did this guy come from, dude? I'm not talking MAGA Bannon, but where are his roots? Like, I know he was a consultant for his campaign, and he's a big reason that we even got Trump 1.0. But before that, what the fuck was he?
I just said his name. I can't remember his name right now. Steve Bannon, Woody Allen. This photo again with Woody Allen. Woody Allen and Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, there's just Bill Gates. Bill Gates. And we're learning, too, that...
Yeah, and you know something nefarious is going on with Bill Gates. For his wife to drop him like a sack of shit like that, well, he wasn't just having... He's trying to make it like, I was just having business dealings. No, you weren't. Fuck off. You were not. Your wife left you because of like some financial opportunity you had for your philanthropy through Jeffrey Epstein. That was it and didn't work out. Get out of here.
There is footage and photos in here that are deeply disturbing.
Point on that. Do you have pictures of people engaged in
I
sexual
heard this before.
acts as part of this?
As part of this release, yes, there are pictures of people engaged in sexual acts.
Are there pictures of men not Jeffrey Epstein engaged in such acts?
We're going through that. Again, the last time there was a big production, what we tried to do was release all the files eventually. We're trying to be selective about what we release now. And so in this case, we're not really quite sure yet who is who. Certainly, there's a lot of people involved, though, in some of these acts.
Okay, I'm almost sorry.
So, really, what he's saying...
Of course they have the pictures. They have to be just really super careful with their words, man. What the hell are we going into, dude? We're about to go into some crazy... There are some people that are going to get exposed. Buckle up.
There is, yes, there are other people engaged in sexual acts, either on
Most of those kills are probably me.
film or on photo, and I mean, he can't say definitively yes. The only person, obviously, that it would really matter with is Epstein or a very famous, powerful person. So we have to assume that if we're looking at all those photos, we see Bill Gates, we see Woody Allen, we see Bill Clinton. I'm sure there are many more powerful people in this dump.
He was the exec. Oh yeah, you're right about that. He did something with Breitbart. Didn't he make a bunch of money from, oddly enough, World of Warcraft? I remember hearing with Bannon. Or am I going fucking nuts? These people are all fucking weirdos.
Donald Trump, I would have to assume that if all of those people are in photos we can see with their clothes on, I'm sure there are some who are doing sex acts on video or
100%. I would almost bet that all of them. I know we have to innocent until proven guilty. Just because they're there hanging out with a notorious sex trafficker and rapist, child rapist, doesn't mean that they were raping too.
Crazy.
All right, sure. Innocent until proven guilty.
Still,
Gotcha.
White House.
photos that we know of. And it could very well be the President of the United States. We just don't know right now. We just don't know. Now, we also have, someone wrote here, and now you know why he spent the last week trying to start a war with Venezuela. These are Epstein's victims. And I want to move on real fast because we're going to follow this. More is going to come out, and we'll certainly watch it as it does, as more.
Yeah, and now because they're in a cult, it went from if you get in Trump's way, you must be a pedophile because he wants to expose the pedophiles, even though it's been known that he was a the quote from him being Epstein was a dear friend has been around for ages, but okay. And now
where are you guys going down to?
says, ignore. It's all a hoax, and it's not that big a deal if you're a pedophile. And all of them are like, it's if they don't look like they're children, then it's fine. Megyn Kelly literally said something like that. You went from anyone who dared question anything was a pedophile to now, it ain't a big deal, they're pedophile. You don't see the mental gymnastics you have to play?
Yeah.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Break out of the fucking spell.
Say it like this. As more stuff comes out, I'll bring you stuff that seems relevant. Now, we are also learning too.
Man, look at that. Dude, he literally has a clitoris.
That an attorney has resigned for Trump. Delaware U.S. Attorney Julian Murray, who President Donald Trump appointed in July, has resigned. The state's top prosecutor abruptly stepped down on Friday amid the Trump administration's push to install loyalists as prosecutors across the country. Murray, a former chair of the Delaware Republican Party, made the announcement on a post on X saying, quote, "I cannot in good conscience allow my office to become a political football," she said in her statement. She cited a recent ruling in which the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Third Circuit disqualified Trump's pick for U.S. Attorney in New Jersey, Alina Habba. Habba resigned on Monday. Trump has railed against the Senate tradition known as the blue slip, which allows senators to veto U.S. attorney and judicial nominees for their states. Quote, "I naively believe that I..."
Yeah, and then he installs these loyalists, which thankfully are so incompetent, fucking stupid that... and it blows up in his face. Just like when he pardoned that Democrat, he was in prison. There was a Democrat that was, he pardoned him. And the guy still ended up staying a Democrat after he was pardoned. And Trump was all pissed off. He's like, we have to regulate the pardon power. The guy who's pardoned an insane amount of people. What was it, like 1,500? How many people how many people did Donald Trump pardon? Many people has Donald Trump pardon? In his role as 47th President of the United States, Donald Trump granted executive clemency to more than 1,600 individuals. I just think that's his second term. And now all of a sudden it's not benefiting you. Now you want to reel the power in? Oh, fuck you. Fuck you.
"I would be judged on my performance, not my politics," Murray said. Unfortunately, that was not the case. She said she would continue to work for the Department of Justice. However, She did not reveal what the role would be. Her first assistant U.S. Attorney, Ben Wallace, who has served as a prosecutor in the office since 2023, has been named as her successor. It's such a big deal that we have people.
Oh, he's petrified. He's going to go to prison. He even said, "Oh, the Democrats take over. They're gonna." He tried to make it like it would be political persecution. It ain't going to be political persecution. There's literally 4K fucking images of you politicking with a guy you knew was a pedophile at that time. That's what you're worried about, and you're hoping that the brain dead MAGA that's left is like, oh yeah, they're just gonna politically persecute you. It's not working on even the average fucking the MAGA lights now.
Who are willing to stand up and say what's happening here is not right. It's incredible, and it's a former chair of the Delaware Republican Party. This is like a Republican through and through, and I do think, I mean, between this and the fact that Indiana, if you didn't know, Indiana voted against changing their congressional maps, despite Donald Trump begging them to. I just think it shows that there is a real, like, Donald Trump's power on the Republican Party is waning, and stuff like this.
Yeah, because they see that they're not gonna. His base is waning. They feared his base, but if the base is waning, his poll numbers are down, and his attempts at becoming a fascist dictator are not working out. It's like, oh, well, I thought maybe if he would just be the dictator, I'd be on his side, but so everyone's bailing ship.
With the Epstein stuff coming out, just to me is another show too that Republicans are sick of this shit, and I think they understand that Donald Trump is not going to be in power forever. And do you want to be for this stuff, or do you want to be against it? And I think the smart ones are deciding that it's time to start standing up to him, and his power is decreasing. Thank God. Thank God. Well, we're going to keep watching this. If you want to watch along, if you want to follow along, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
That's wild shit. Yeah, it wasn't like the woman's son who wouldn't go along with the redistricting, or her grandson was getting like nasty texts, I guess, to like freak them out and scare them and intimidate them. Oh, motherfucker, dude. You're hearing sound. That's a good time. That's a good sign, I should say. Oh God, this terrible setup. I'll fix this now, don't worry. Get this here. Transform, fit this to the screen. Yeah, I'll play some Mega Bonk. Fuck it, let's play some Mega Bonk. All right. Let's put some... Oh, I was playing this before. The skeleton's pretty cool. I love this game. Sword.
I'm pulling up in my...
Spiky shield, sure. Yeah, I'd rather start getting regen now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be cool. I bet they could get this, well, with the enemies on the screen. But I bet you they could do it. Like on the Dreamcast. And maybe just remake it so it's just within, not just necessarily port it, but work within the confines of the Dreamcast and maybe make a game from the ground up like this. Why am I overthinking that? Regen. Yeah, it's a great game. I've been getting into rogue, like I kind of get like roguelikes make sense for when you have
Would I saw golden puns all night?
At Turbo Express 007 donated $4.99 through Super Chat.
Oh,
GameStop did a price error on the 512 GB Express SD card.
I'm sure they fixed it by
$20
now.
Instead of $100. I ordered one, even though I already have my own. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's... And those are going to go up in price too, like I talked about. Yes. That's probably why I like them. Roguelikes work for me. Makes me want to go back and play more Returnal. And more Dead Cells.
And
I'm also
all
gonna play
around.
that beat 'em up on stream. The new beat 'em up for Marvel that came out. Bowden. Yeah, I'll take you. It's great. You know what I like is if you play with Captain America, it has parrying. Oh, shit. This for now. Yeah, it's a nice deal, man. Alright, now it's about to start getting fucking crazy.
What they should do is add more weapons.
Get him, 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 get him.
RDDC monsters.
Oh, yeah. I'm good on the regen, though. Thank you. Now I'm getting nice and leveled up. Yeah, that sword was a good choice. Yeah. The more shit I could throw at the same time, the better. Wish you'd give me the double jumps. I'm gonna go with this.
Whaling ships.
Sure. Why am I
Harpoon
thinking
ship.
about that? What does it matter?
Whaling and fishing ship.
HP.
Towing. I mean, technically, no. Yeah. Pulling other ships faster at a reduced speed. But yeah.
I'm leveled the fuck up right now. Of course, the chat crashed. All I want for Christmas is Bob Lavari. Me as well. Oh man, we got a bunch of mini
people
here. Oof. Really?
I said that. I said that before.
I want to get all this shit.
I said that once before.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
There should be more, either more flying things that do damage and are more capable of being attacked. Yo, Ration. You get little fucking like whirly gigs that fucking hover around. Oh fucking no! Like I have like, some fucking wooden planes or some shit. Oh man, that would be ridiculous. Hey, no, I think like I don't know, fucking some Da Vinci fucking helicopter shit.
I can tell. I got no shield, huh? That sucks. Bought. I don't know why I just said bought, but let's go with it.
Damn it. They did.
Did they release Mega Bach for the Switch too? For Switch? Kind of surprised of it. Well, with this many fucking enemies on the screen, you'll see that the frame rate doesn't go down. It goes down to like the 60s and 50s, but yeah, I gotta be careful, dude. There we go. Damage to elites. Oh! Oh my god. Look.
We have a Imperial Legion to the northeast of us.
Oh my god. Ha ha. Oh, mother of God. Shunkum the Terrible. Oh, mother. Oh, mother. Get Shunkum. In the butt cheeks. All right. Did I get him? Oh, I got him. That's all I got from that boss? Really?
Hey, meow. Hey, meow.
Yeah, I gotta find that boss gate. I know. Fuck. Because then I'm gonna get swarmed. Map. Oh, that helps. Thank you. Gotta find it, gotta find it, gotta find it. The winds are blowing in the direction, I think, right? Oh no, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. Here it is. You want to play cornhole? Where is this fucking thing? Come on. Oh, dear God. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Nah, there's no way I'm done. I gotta get that quicker.
I saw golden buns all night.
At Richest Burrito Eating Brother
Wait,
donated $5.
where
to
is
Super
this?
Chat. I just ordered 2 micro SD Express cards. Thanks, Turbo Ass. Men and Birds.
GameStop. Let me look right now. You're making me look right now. Micro SD Express. Add to cart. Let me sign in. Hold on. I'm ordering one.
Help me.
Let's see here, excuse me. I'll be right back. Ocean water. Excuse me.
Oh, that son of a bitch. Hey, motherfucker. I just lost all that shit. You think I can get to the spot before you guys kill him? I had to grab my shit too.
I got one. I got one. Yeah, that's like double the storage.
Where's my shit?
That's wild. Shout out to Turbo Express. Let's see if they actually...
Alright, I'm back.
Will they actually go through with it? Let's see. Yeah, that makes a big difference. You're a very handsome man. Ordered one. Yeah, will they honor it is the question. Will they honor it? Yeah. No, I wasn't going to show you it. I changed it on purpose. No, I didn't want to show in case any of my information came up. I got to get the ass portal quicker this time.
Where is my best spot?
Turbo coming through, man. Like a man.
This my shit over here?
Let's see what they do. All right.
Oh, that's suckhead.
Portal quicker.
Well, we got a couple of hits.
I'm gonna find that boss portal. Yes. The controller matches the Harvest hoodie. Good point. Where the hell is the fucking... How did I get hurt with that? I have to find that fucking portal, dude.
Did we turn to him? We got 2 people underneath, 2 people, and 3 of us above. Did we turn and face this pirate coming in?
Oh yeah, that's a hell of a deal. The game for free? Yeah, let's do the regen already. Why the fuck can I find this portal? I did not want to do that. They literally just closed the deal? Ha! Well, duh. Of course. That's insanity. Where the hell is this portal, dude?
It goes, come to me.
Oh no.
There you go.
I'm using a dual sense. Alright, I think I'm seeing. Where the portal is. There we go.
I can't hit him yet. I have to reload still. I don't have the things to hit him with from here. And that's a waste of my cannons.
I gotta get rid of that fucking stone
Fuck.
golem.
I can't do anything. He's way faster than me for some
No,
reason.
do not make me die already. Are you kidding me? Oh, come on. Of course, because I get the boss portal earlier. Really?
Oh, I have fucking things in back of me now. Fuck.
Let's see. I'll refresh. Let me go view order details. Count. Let me see. Orders. Uh-oh. Awaiting product availability. It might be done. Oh, well. Fine. Hey, that was quick. Good. Now I could take hits off you sooner. Now they're saying looking at product availability, you know what that means. They're going to cancel all of them. They ain't going to let. There's no way. Which is what it is. Whatever. Oh my god. Yeah, mostly. It is what it is. Shield, thank
Wish
you.
it would reload faster. Okay, mortars don't reload as fast as they used to. Since it got the 11s on them.
Man. Jesus. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Oh boy. God damn, man. I'm gonna die. God damn, man. Yeah, bring up my shield. Yeah, do I need some fucking health? Oh, come on. I couldn't see. Man. Fucking hell. I'm gonna play something different now. Oh shit, the stream's almost done. Do not eat yellow snow, thank you. Ocean water. Oh shit, this weird ass game. I'll show that to you next time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was a little earlier. I'd play, that's what I would play. 5 more minutes of man. Wonder how this runs.
I popped out south because you said south before.
Just curious. Like Crypto Zoo. Wait a second. Oh shit, now it says it's shipping now. I don't think you can get them anymore though. Express. Ha ha ha. Oh wait, no you can. That's wild. We'll see what happens. I get him, I don't know.
You're at the northern zone now.
Yeah, this game has no kind of, it's from 2015, so it should work.
Yeah, they're in that northern.
I wish they made it that you could use micro SD. They have like a micro SD express card reader. I looked last time. I didn't see one. I actually like this one's fun. Just Cause 3 was good. Okay. Oh yeah, this stupid login thing. I remember this took forever even on consoles too. Mine says shipping. I just refreshed it. Let me go to...
Where'd they go?
Yeah, it's being weird. Now it's saying it's not shipping.
Mm.
Okay. It's saying it's awaiting product availability. So we'll see. If it comes great, you know, I use my Switch like once every 7 years. So why is this taking so long? Oh, I bet micro SD card. Did I put this on the micro SD card in my GameCube? I see that was a mistake if I did. Alright, it's loading quicker now. Maybe. Let's go to options, graphics. Oh, no, we want 1920 by 1080. Yes, I would love to keep those settings. Ah, much cleaner. FXAA is fine. High is fine. Let's do everything high. Not ultra, but high. Because there is no... Let's see. This game used to be somewhat demanding back in the day. Yes, goddamn horse apples. What, I'm almost at 60? Get out of here. Oh, yeah. That's pretty nuts. I know this game is old, but this game was not known to be optimized. And of course, the chat crashed again? Yeah, it's from. I remember this. I remember Digital Foundry. This game really taxed the PS4 and Xbox One because their CPUs were fucking shit. So when there was a lot of physics. It's not stuttering for me at all. That might be something weird with. Who knows? Yes, this is the Gape Cube. The little computer. 1080p high settings. Again, 2015, I get it, but... Wait, why is it not working? Okay, now it's working. See, Mario!
Yeah, that was 2v1, me coming up behind.
Oh, God.
And then they ran. Then they ran. I didn't get to fight him. What did he say?
The militia are here! Take him out! Yeah! I bet you militia were not expecting...
Yeah, and close to 60. You gotta remember, there was no upscaling. It was just what you played it as, what you played it at.
You came just in the nick of time. Mirabelo's militia would have killed me for sure.
So this may not seem impressive, but it actually is. All right, let's go. Why am I still... Should I stop the stream now? Yes. Do I want to? Not really. I don't think some of you who are still lunatics and still here mind. That'll be well 12. Oh, at 250? Oh my God, I'm gonna crash into a tree. Whoa! I didn't know if I was hitting the right button. Oops.
Yeah, after this, I'm heading off.
Bet you I can max out the settings if I capped it at 30. Not that it's really worth it.
It's been quite a bit of fun running. I also got to up. I got to up my supply of plates, canvas, beams, and all that shit. I really have to re-up all of it. I had to heal up 2 ships by half.
Wait, right button. Okay.
Half the max.
There we go. This is where Just Cause games get great. Haha! Now this'll tank the frame rate a little bit, but it's still holding down. Physics calculations, baby. Ah! Yes! Right in the ass. Wait, don't kill my... whatever the hell he is. Where you at? Someone's shooting at me. Oh, there you are. Get in. Take your time turning around. Yeah, I was like 1 second from that tank exploding. DL5. You're back again, you son of a bitch. By the way, this is a fun game. If you can find it cheap, I recommend it. 4, I didn't like 4. This is great, though. Now let's see, when I go up in the sky, it has to do a lot of draw calls, draw distance. Oh my god, this brings back memories. Holy shit. How do I have nostalgia for something that I was 34 years old for? I remember the place I was living at with Lauren.
Alright, y'all, I'm out for the night. Have a good one. BC, I'll see ya. That was fun. See you in the morning. Alright, everyone in the Twitch sphere, as well as everybody in the YouTube sphere. I hope you're having a great night. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a good one. I'm going to head out for tonight. Thank you for hanging. If you're watching the VOD, thank you for watching the VOD. Remember, everyone, hit that like, hit that sub, and we will be seeing you in the next one. Have yourselves a great, great night.
I'm tired.